Hey, Mike.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
I'm just writing everything down like usual.
So wanted to take a moment to tell you personally
What's that?
that you will always be a close second to my actual favorite.
Who'd that be?
And my all-time favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg.
Horrible. Horrible.
Join them.
Anyway. Already starting off. That's actually how I feel right now watching the New York Yankees play baseball. They're killing me right now, the Yankees are. It's only the first inning and they're down 5-0. Welcome to my life. Anyway, welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? It is I, Eric from the Ringside Rundown podcast. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. You made it to Friday. Come relax. Hopefully everything is good. I got him Wwe Smackdown going to a charity whiskey tasting. That sounds like fun. Wanted to foil Bella from getting the first check-in. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. That sounds pretty cool. A charity whiskey tasting. Interesting. That sounds very nice. Very, very high class. Very high class. There's Leroy in the back down acting crazy. I finally figured out how to get the stream in 1080p. So it should be working out well. It should say 1080p. It says 1080p. We're in 1080p. Anyway, yes, we're going to be watching SmackDown tonight. SmackDown looks pretty good. Cody Rhodes is going to be in the house. Plus, there's going to be a segment between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Those guys are WrestleMania opponents. And we're also going to see Berto from Legado del Fantasma take on Rey Fenix. So this should be a good show. They raise money for the local food bank. That's awesome. They're aiming to raise $40,000 this year. Well, good luck to your friends over there working on that charity whiskey tasting. Again, I'm not a drinker. I probably wouldn't fare too well in those environments. I'd take one sip and that's it. It feels like fire going down my throat. I'm more of a fruity cocktail kind of guy. You know what I mean? Get me a place where I can get a fruity cocktail and we're good to go. There's an event tonight and tomorrow night, so I'm at both of them, so I miss Collision as well. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing Collision tomorrow. I'm going to be hanging out with my mom tomorrow, and typically, like, when I, have something planned during the day, if it takes more than a couple hours, I don't like to burn myself out. So depending on how things go with my mom, I am going to be probably not going to be streaming Collision tomorrow, but we shall see. Things have changed, but I always update everybody in the Discord anyway. Mike, don't apologize. Enjoy your events. They sound like wonderful events for wonderful causes, and they should be supported. And I hope you have a good time, my friend. Not a good time for Marcus Stroman, who has just been taken out of the game. It's raining in the Bronx. Enjoy your time with Mama Vasquez. Yes. I hear him back there, and he's just causing a complete chaos. I hear him, he's just causing chaos. Just to get comfortable. Look at him. Just to get comfortable. Leroy, hey, what's your problem? You good? You good? You good now? Everything straight? You good? Don't stare at me like that. That's what I thought. Anyway. He is in total lounge. Look at the way he's just kicking back, completely unemployed. Look at the disrespect. I tell you, this is what I got to deal with. Completely looking unemployed. My God. If he wouldn't be nothing if he wasn't my dog. I tell you, he's like my child, Leroy Jenkins is. But again, happy Friday to you guys. Hopefully you've had a good, easy, restful week. Nothing too crazy, nothing too outlandish, nothing too out of the ordinary. Hopefully, it's been an easygoing week. It's been pretty good here. It's exciting times. WrestleMania is coming, and WrestleMania is like my Super Bowl. It's like my Christmas. It's my everything that I love about professional wrestling is happening starting next Saturday with WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania 41, and then Sunday night too. So I'm excited. Going to be doing streams for both of them. Mike won't be here for that either. I'm telling you, Mike, you really messed up this month. You really messed up this month when it comes to the streams. You're not going to be here tonight. You're not going to be here tomorrow if there's a stream, and you're not going to be here for WrestleMania, I tell you. What is this? What is this? Who says that Mike is allowed to have a life? I watched Dynamite yesterday. That Bucks Omega segment was rough, to put it charitable. You mean you didn't like hearing about Kenny Omega's friends with the Shih Tzus that shitted everywhere? You didn't enjoy that, and you didn't enjoy finding out that the Young Bucks bought a cuck chair? You're telling me that wasn't an A+ segment? Man, oh man. I tell you. I didn't know, forget the Fed. Forget Fed and Elite. Mike in the mud. Mike is in the mud. Yes. 10,000%. Mike is in the mud. For sure. For sure. Mike is in the mud. That should have been the title of the stream right there. Mike is in the mud. Oh my God. I'm really stoked that I can actually get the stream to work in 1080p. I don't know if it makes a difference for you guys, but it definitely makes a difference for me, even though like you can see the discoloration with the screens and all, but still 1080p. All right, so that's great. I'm excited. I'm happy I finally figured out what the issue was that was preventing that from happening. Nice and clear viewing. Is there an actual difference? Can you actually tell the difference in quality, or am I just imagining things? Cause on my iMac screen it looks great. On my iMac screen it looks great. I do look a little sharper. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I have it 1080 and 30 frames because apparently, I didn't know this, but during my research, I realized that the human eye really only sees things in 30 frames per second. So 24 to 30 frames is actual natural viewing. So I have it there for like natural viewing. I'm stoked. Stoked. It's actually working the way I want it to work. So I'm excited to watch SmackDown tonight. Like I said, Cody Rhodes is in the building. We're going to get a segment between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Those guys are WrestleMania. That was so fucking loud, bro. Holy shit. My God in heaven, that was so fucking loud. Oh, whoa. I don't know if you saw me jump, but I legit jumped. Oh, that was loud as shit. Oh my God, I can't get over how loud that was. Holy hell. Oh my God. I thought you may have bitten your tongue there. I'm almost shit my pants. We're about 5 minutes away from SmackDown. Hopefully I have enough time to change my underwear now, thanks to Mike. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your generosity. Save that generosity for the charity tonight. Hopefully they reach their goal of 40K. I love the emo. I love the emo. I'm actually I really want to get the Twitch numbers up so that way one day we could do a charity stream. I'm actually interested in doing a lot of charity streams. I just want to make sure that the viewership is there and that everybody can have fun and I can figure out something to do in terms of making the charity stream entertaining. But that is something that I've been thinking about a lot. I just want to get the viewership up. I want to get the numbers up so that way everybody knows about it. But again, I think it's really cool that you're going to a charity whiskey tasting event. I was thinking whiskey tasting event. and it's for a good cause. So that's pretty awesome. Awesome. Again, I do not know. Tomorrow's stream for Collision may be up in the air. It may happen. It may not happen. Either way, you guys know I'll update you guys in the Discord to let you know if there is a stream tomorrow. Just to let you know, I did put up the link, fix the link for the podcast, which you can find here. I'm gonna bounce now. Have an awesome stream. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you very Mike. Yes. Thank you very Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Awesome always to get to talk to you and say hello. You're one of my closest buds, and I appreciate your friendship and generosity. Have fun at your event. Don't get too drunk now. I know you're good at handling your liquor, but don't get too drunk now. Maybe have a little sip of whiskey for me, maybe a sip or two. I could definitely use it telepathically. So please, have a sip or two for me and enjoy yourself, my friend. We are about less than 3 minutes away from SmackDown. I will keep it together. I have to drive there and back. Well, good. I know you're an upstanding citizen, and I know you're a level-headed guy. You will never be in a compromised position. But again, take a shot or two of whiskey for me, because I need it. Especially after getting the crap scared out of me just now. Thanks to you. Really excited for SmackDown. Really excited to see what we're going to get into for WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the biggest day of the wrestling calendar. Actually, biggest 2 days of the wrestling calendar. Somebody leaked out the potential cards for night 1 and night 2. I only glanced at it, but I didn't take a look at it fully. Either way, I am excited for WrestleMania. I think it's like, 8 or 9 days away. It's Friday. So we're about 8 days away from WrestleMania. How cool is that? 8 days away from WrestleMania. Gonna be a big show. Lots of matches. Nothing like a marathon pay-per-view like AEW, but that's why they put it in 2 days instead of 1. So it should be a lot of fun. Just wrapping up the lead into SmackDown tonight is Creed. I believe it's Creed 3? Which Creed is it? There's so many Creeds now. Trying to get my mouse working. Creed 3. Jeez. There's already been 3 Creeds. But yes, that is the link to the episode of the podcast. Check that out whenever you get a chance. That is a Spotify link, but the podcast is available anywhere you listen to podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio podcast. There's a whole bunch of links that you can get the podcast on. If you check out the link tree here, that first link has about 20 or 30 different platforms that the podcast is available on. Whatever podcast platform you use, all you got to do is search Ringside Rundown, hit the subscribe button, the follow button, and you'll never miss an episode. That particular episode right there is myself and my co-host Shay Hickson going over the AEW Dynasty pay-per-view, top to bottom. We go over every match that was on the main card. We talk about it, we analyze it, and we also give our match ratings, 1 to 5 flames for each match. A little bit of a spoiler, we didn't really enjoy the event, so a lot of the podcast episode is us not necessarily complaining, but kind of yelling and trying to figure out why the pay-per-view wasn't as well as we anticipated, as well as we hoped it would go. It didn't go so well. So we talk about it, we analyze it, and we also talk about what AEW can do to make it better. So I wonder if we're going to have a Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton segment, because the last one went so swell. We shall see. It's going to be a big episode of SmackDown. Also, are they going to talk about is anybody going to replace Kevin Owens against Randy Orton? Nobody knows. Nobody has said anything. No news has been on the internet, and my mouse just stops working right at the intros. Thanks. That's cool. Always nice to have that happen.
We're live here in Seattle for a Friday
Seattle.
setting us on a course
Nice.
for WWE history.
Climate Pledge
here in
Arena.
Emerald City. But the yellow brick road we're following doesn't finish in Oz. It's Destination Vegas. Allegiant Stadium now only 8 days away from hosting the most anticipated WrestleMania, with a collection of mind-blowing matches, including one newly minted battle. Arriving here in Seattle,
who's walking in the arena?
Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre with his eye patch.
Since the Mania
Drew
match
McIntyre has got an eye patch now.
Eye patch and all.
He looks like Snake. Here's Damian Priest coming to the arena.
Priest here to be face to face with McIntyre after weeks.
If you catch me looking over, it's just me watching the baseball game.
Berto from Legado del Fantasma, a week removed from his dismissive reaction to the debut of Rey Fenix. Now he has to back it up, because after an incredible WWE debut,
hey, here's Rey Fenix, another big star. He's going to be a big star just like his brother.
His jaw-dropping style to Seattle, Washington. And we will welcome the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. John Cena's threatening to take the title and run off. We will hear from the American Nightmare later on tonight. And take in this scene here in Seattle, because it is awesome. The Climate Pledge Arena, with these fans roaring for the 10th
looks like a
ever
packed
SmackDown
house.
to be held in Seattle.
Lots of people in there, excited for the show.
No further than that sign that's over our shoulders.
Wade
That's
Barrett
what
and
has
Joe
everybody
Tessitore.
excited. It's that time of the year, the final SmackDown before Vegas.
We are in the home stretch. Superstars get one last chance to put together their prep before the biggest shows of the year, and this place is buzzing.
Hey, let's waste no time and get right where we left off. The circumstances surrounding Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in last week's shocking announcement, and then reaction by Randy.
For the last 4
Yes,
months or
okay,
so, I've been
he's
dealing
interesting.
with a
I
pretty
just said,
serious
I wonder
neck
if they were
injury.
gonna
We didn't know
work
what it
on
was.
this
We didn't
and
really know how serious it
here's
was.
a recap
Thankfully,
of what
this
happened
week,
last
we
week.
managed to figure
Kevin
it
Owens
out, and
unfortunately
now I
has
go
to
get
have neck surgery, so
I don't
shout
know
out to Kevin Owens. Hopefully he
when
has a quick
I'll have the privilege
recovery.
to be in front of you guys again.
We'd love to see him back in the ring as soon as possible, where he belongs. But ultimately, we want him to be safe and healthy.
KO's supposed WrestleMania 41 opponent, who graciously allowed KO to lead unscathed.
Randy, that means that you no longer have a match for WrestleMania.
Maximum frustration.
He paid for that. He prepaid for that. They're not going to find him. He prepaid for that RKO.
And with that, here is SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis.
Is he in a neck brace? Uh-oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week on SmackDown, we witnessed a number of important moments, a number of memorable moments, a number of viral moments. Well, folks, I'm here to address one moment in particular. I wonder if you can guess which one that is.
That's the one you getting dropped on your dome by an RKO.
Now, I've been instructed to maintain my professionalism. And I'm a man of my words, so I'm going to do just that. But with that being said, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite Randy Orton to come on down to this ring right now.
Here comes Randy Orton. That sign for the green short guy is crazy. Oh, here's Randy Orton. I hope he doesn't have any plans to RKO Nick Aldis again.
You know, since Elimination Chamber, Randy's return from injury, we have seen a version of Randy Orton that is pure Viper, the guy who hears those voices in his head with far more clarity and far more dangerous effect.
We all know the fable of the Scorpion and the Frog. We can switch those out for the Viper and the GM, because the whole of planet Earth knew what was coming with a seething Viper last week, apparently with the exception of GM Nick Aldis, who stood there slack-jawed and ate that inevitable RKO.
I'm hoping we can find out who Randy's opponent will be at WrestleMania tonight. If they plan on letting us know who Randy's opponent is.
Highly unfortunate injury to Kevin Owens. I doubt one KO has soothed the Apex Predator whatsoever. Nick Aldis needs to be very careful with his stance in that ring.
Nick Aldis, pensive, to say the least.
Aldis completely locked into every move that Randy makes in that ring.
Yo, maybe Aldis is gonna be his opponent. Nick Aldis and Randy Orton.
I can tell by the look in your eyes, Nick, that you took last week very, very personally.
Really quick, just letting you guys know that there's a block of Twitch advertisements that is going to hit your screen
you can't
in just a
expect
little
me to
while.
believe that
You would
you
like to
didn't
avoid those
see
Twitch
yourself
advertisements for the
eating
next
an RKO
half an
at
hour.
some time in your future.
I implore you
After
to hit
last
the subscribe
year,
button. When you hit
year
the
or
subscribe
so
button, you
ago,
support the channel
same
for
thing happened. I paid a
$5.99
fine,
American.
and what did I do,
You
Nick?
get cool emotes to use in chat.
I paid
15%
double
off
on
the
that
Ringside
fine
Rundown
in case
merchandise
something
store.
like
And if
last
you don't
week
have
would
access
happen
to watch
again,
SmackDown
it
tonight, you
happened
can hop
again.
in
I
our
paid in
Discord
advance.
and watch
I paid in
SmackDown
advance,
in an
and I
exclusive
think
area only
that we
allowed
are
for
even.
moderators and Twitch subs. So maybe check that out. Again, in a couple minutes, a Twitch block of advertisements. It's going to hit your
The
screen.
reason why I really want to speak to you, Nick, is because of the fact that there is not a match on the table at WrestleMania 41 for me. Nick, this is a very important WrestleMania for me. This will be my 20th time competing at WrestleMania.
Wow.
I need this to happen. I need you to do your job. I need you to make me an opponent, and I can guarantee you that I will be in Vegas. I will be all warmed up, ready to go. I will have my gear on, and I need you to give me a match. I don't care what it takes. Maybe you lose the suit for a night, and you gear up too.
Oh, wow.
Whatever it is, I need my match at WrestleMania.
You think this is about money? You think this is about 100 grand? Randy, look around you. I know and you know this company's doing record business. You're a major part of that, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of that. And I busted my ass for 20 years to make it to this company.
Uh-oh.
I don't need your money. I need your respect.
You need my respect. Funny enough, Nick, you've got my respect. You earned it a long time ago. But if you don't deliver on a match for yours truly next week at WrestleMania 41, then I can't promise that I will apologize to Mickie James after I do what I'm gonna do if I don't get my match.
Wow, bringing up the wife. Solo Sikoa? Solo Sikoa?
Interesting timing for the arrival of these two.
I don't know.
Hey, Mr. Aldis, can you please tell Randy to get out of the ring? Stop embarrassing himself. Okay? Don't nobody want to hear you cry, Randy. Oh, I'm not going to WrestleMania. Oh, I don't have a match. Oh, who gives a crap? It's over for you, Randy. It's over.
It's over.
Do you know why? Because you're in the past. And next week, LA Knight is going to end up in the same boat as you, in the past. Because at WrestleMania, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, is walking out as the new United States champion. And you, Randy, will be sitting at home all alone.
I'm going to be sitting at home all alone. You know, that's funny. That's really funny. You know what I think's even funnier? The fact that you have the balls, both of you, I'm talking to you too, Tama, to come out here and interrupt me while I'm talking. Well, I'm trying to be, for the first time in my career, diplomatic about some business to do with WrestleMania 41, and you got the balls to interrupt me. The voices have been knocking for a few weeks now. You know why they've been knocking? I've got all this pent-up aggression. What they're telling me now, boys, is to get your ass in this ring, and I'm going to show Seattle how to beat two Samoan boys up. Love it.
Well, that's a fired-up Randy Orton, but this is 2-on-1.
Solo and Tama Tonga stalking Randy Orton, and he goes out right to the apron to take care of Tama, and now uppercut against Solo as Tonga draping DDT can't come to fruition as Solo comes in, and now the numbers.
Maybe we'll have a tag team.
Of Randy Orton.
Well, Orton did his best to beat these guys to the punch, but quite frankly, that was mission impossible, as we've seen time and time again.
Oh, this is LA Knight.
Well, this is an equalizer and a half. The United States champion.
A week away from meeting up with the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
LA Knight
and now
taking it to both Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa.
And now Orton back up on his feet, driving right hand after right hand.
Just like that, the
Solo Sikoa gets dumped out of the ring.
Samoan down, and shortly one Tongan down too.
And they clear him out. LA Knight and Randy Orton.
I don't know if I'm...
And again, and again, it's the same damn thing with you guys. But I tell you what, you're speaking my name. Nah. You talk about WrestleMania, I hope your boy Jacob's watching, because what I just did is I took my name out of your mouth and I put my fist in it. Yeah.
Wow.
But here's the thing. I know you didn't get enough.
Not at all.
I know I didn't get enough. So what I'm saying is if you two can't get it, I'm saying if you got enough tingle in your loins, a little later tonight, it's you two, it's us two. Nick Aldis, how do you feel about that? You good with that?
I feel pretty good about that. Let's do it.
All right.
I think Nick Aldis just said, yeah! Which means you're all gonna fall to the Viper and the man they call the Megastar, with everybody saying,
Yeah.
Wade, you got a little tingle in your loins for the Viper, the U.S. champ against Solo and Tama Tonga?
The entire building has their loins tingling because it sounds like we got ourselves a main event. Yeah!
That is good stuff to start off SmackDown. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Solo, and Tama Tonga later tonight when we come back. One of the very final ways to make it to WrestleMania. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. That's the prize, a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It's up for grabs. We got a gauntlet with 6 teams to get there.
So there's a gauntlet match, huh? A gauntlet match for the #1 contenders to see who faces the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. That's pretty interesting. Just tweeting out something really quickly. I played a little bit of WWE 2K earlier. Sorry I couldn't stream it, but I did play a little bit of it. Just seeing a video on Twitter that shows Charlotte Flair just attacked Tiffany Stratton outside of the parking lot. Charlotte Flair, oh my God, this was a vicious attack. It looked like she threw her into an SUV. Holy shit. She was not happy about those comments last week, I'll tell you that much. She was upset, it looks like. She attacked Tiffany Stratton backstage, or outside in the parking lot, rather, of the arena. So I posted up a poll on Twitter, and I said, I don't know if I'm necessarily stoked for a Solo Sikoa Randy Orton WrestleMania match. I asked if anybody else was. I left a poll and said, sign me up or pass. So far, in just 2 minutes, there have been 8 votes, and they're all for 100% pass. Sam says the only good thing about Solo is his theme song. Ouch. Unfortunately, the history is there for a Solo Orton match, but goddamn, what a downgrade from KO. And then GIF. Still in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Just found out that tonight's main event for SmackDown is going to be Randy Orton teaming up with LA Knight to take on Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. So, should be an interesting match again. I don't know if I'm really stoked for a Randy Orton Solo Sikoa WrestleMania match. That doesn't do it for me, man. I was hoping for Aleister Black. That was my choice. I thought it would have been a perfect time to re-debut Aleister Black, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like it's going to be Solo Sikoa. They're showing portions of that live event that Pat McAfee had. It's now streaming on Hulu. Wow. Check that out if you want to watch it. Austin Wells just hit a home run. Let's go. Oh, it's a home run or is it a double? What is it?
And it is officially set. Moments ago, the Viper, Randy Orton, the megastar, LA Knight. They're going to be facing Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. That's happening tonight right here in Seattle. And there they are, the week of Elimination Chamber.
Raquel Rodriguez.
They won the WWE Women's Tag Team
Liv
Championship.
Morgan.
Now they have come ringside to take their seats and watch the action.
It's going to be a gauntlet
who
match
will
to
be their
determine the
opponents
number
at
one contenders for the
WrestleMania
WWE
Championship
Women's Tag Team Championships. Lyra Valkyria? What's Lyra Valkyria doing? She's in this? Who's she teaming up with?
Lyra Valkyria and
Bayley.
Bayley. And it was only 4 days ago they were battling each other for the Intercontinental
Bailey
Championship.
and Lyra, like,
And now
they're
here
really
they
trying to
are
get everybody they can on
as
this damn
teammates
WrestleMania show.
in this
Because
gauntlet
now we
match,
got Lyra and
hoping to
Bailey
make their way
teaming up to
through
see if they can
5 straight
take a
matches
chance to
try
face
survive,
Liv Morgan and
decided in
Raquel
advance
Rodriguez at WrestleMania for the
WrestleMania.
WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
The following contest is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Gauntlet Match. Introducing first, the team of Bailey and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Valkyria.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Joe, these two were head-to-head this past Monday in a matchup won by Lyra Valkyria. Bailey was clearly very frustrated post-match, initially refusing to shake hands with the victor Valkyria before having second thoughts and cooling down. But the essential part is this: these two have never tagged together before, and as Liv Morgan was just screaming at me, they are not a real team.
And good luck with Liv just off your right ear.
Here's
throughout
Pure
the night.
Fusion Collective. Sans Sonya Deville, who no longer works for WWE. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
The team of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
And a chance at WrestleMania in a title match would mean a lot for Shayna and Zoe. These two have
Oh, they called it a double?
WWE Women's Tag Team titles since last August.
Ooh.
Wait,
Called
let's
it
get
a
into
double.
some of the strategy, some of the things you got to consider with a gauntlet match. First off, being the first two teams out.
Yeah, so strategy in a gauntlet match where you win your first match, you stay in the ring, a fresh team comes out until the entire locker room of tag teams who have entered this tournament have been whittled down one by one, and you're left with a victor. Now, the key part of that is the luck of the draw. You've got to help, kind of similar to a Royal Rumble, you get a late draw. Now, these two teams absolutely.
All right, it's a gauntlet
have
match.
drawn the
So,
short straw here, and they're going to have
Once
to
one
run the
team gets
entire
pinned and
table
eliminated,
of
another team
competitors
comes
to try
running
and
out,
make
and the
it through
victorious team from the
to
last
WrestleMania
bout
and a
stays in there,
championship
and we do
opportunity
that
at
until
the
we
tag
have
champ.
one team
We will
standing.
open up this number
So it should
one
be fun.
contenders tag team gauntlet with Shayna Baszler and Bailey, and Shayna
Excuse
immediately
me, jeez.
going to work on that
Jesus.
left arm of Bailey as she looked to stomp down, and Bailey's smart to get out of the way. Wade, you've been in this situation in your career of being early on in a gauntlet.
Yeah, that's right. And the worst aspect of these is success just leads to exhaustion. You beat one opponent, you beat two
Zoe
opponents,
Stark gets
you beat
tagged
three
in.
opponents, which happened in my
Bailey's
own
in
career.
there for the
fourth
other
opponent
team.
to enter, in my case, was Kofi Kingston. He beat me in about 15 seconds because I didn't have the energy to lift my hands over my head and defend myself. And that, in part, really is the issue. You want to, if you can, go on a
leapfrog by
streak
Bailey.
and finish
Close.
opponents
Nice
as
arm drag.
quickly as you can. Conserve as much energy as you can, because remember, this is just one part of your journey, hopefully, to victory.
Oh,
So we start
Nice
taking
short arm
advantage
lariat
against
from Zoe
Bailey.
Stark
you
there.
mentioned Bailey
Dropping
being in
Bailey.
that Intercontinental Championship match against Lyra just days ago, and her reaction afterwards when Lyra put out her hand.
Oh,
offered the handshake,
I don't like that
Bailey
move.
slapped it away.
I
started
do
to
not
leave the
like
ring,
that
and
move.
then
That looks like
thought
it
about
hurts.
Re-entered and hugged her with congratulations. Acknowledging Lyra as the champ, and now here they are as tag partners.
I'm trying my best not to read too much into that reaction from Bailey. Bailey is a born competitor, a born
How'd
winner.
Bailey do
and
that?
to lose a championship
Holy
match,
shit.
especially for
Lyra
a championship
Valkyria
you've never
gets
held
tagged in
before,
and
like
puts
the
a boot to
Intercontinental
Shayna
Championship in
Baszler.
Bailey's case, and you're
Nice
always
leg
gonna
trip
take
from
it badly.
Lyra.
I actually like the reaction from Bailey. She should be upset.
Beautiful
about that.
Northern
And
Light
now here's
suplex
one of
with
the
a
rising
beautiful bridge.
stars, Lyra Valkyria
Feet
from
planted
Ireland,
down north.
the newly minted
Nice.
Intercontinental
Lyra goes for the
champion.
Enziguri, misses. Shayna takes advantage. Zoe Stark.
Liv Morgan is
Line tags her
informing
way
us that
in.
Raquel is bigger than all four
Lyra
of these
hits that
women
Enziguri that she
combined.
wanted the
She
first
clearly likes
time.
the thought of competing against one of
I don't know if
these
she
two
knows
teams
that
at WrestleMania.
Zoe
Should
Stark
they make it
got
all the way
tagged
through
in.
to victory?
Oh, Zoe Stark like a
Intercepted
missile.
by Zoe, and Zoe off the blind tag was
Ooh, that
straight
was
into the
close.
cover. Boy, what a smart move.
That was
Valkyria
close.
unaware of that tag to Zoe Stark.
Shayna
making her the
gets
legal
tagged in.
competitor, and now Baszler's back in with perhaps the damage already done to the Intercontinental Champion.
Now Baszler looks to take advantage against Lyra.
Oh,
Wow, the impact
capture,
What a
back
horrible landing on
suplex.
the back of
Zoe
Lyra
Starr gets
Valkyria's
tagged.
head.
Was it ever? And now here
I don't know
comes
what that
Stark.
was. It didn't work out too well.
Looking to advance. in
Zoe,
this
I
gauntlet.
thought Zoe
And
was
the
the
save comes in from Bailey.
I don't
Right at
know.
the
I'm
last
losing
second.
it here.
Moved on the entrance, how Bailey and Valkyria are not a real team. Well, certainly Pure Fusion Collective definitely are. They've been teaming together for several months now, training together.
Zoe Starr gets
And
sent
that
into the
chemistry is
barricade.
really showing in
Shayna
the early
Baszler
goings.
catches the wrist of
Now
Lyra.
Baszler
She's
getting
going to
right
stomp
back
on her
after it where
tricep.
she left
Lyra
off. But
fights
look
out
at
of it.
this
Jackknife
incredible
cover.
Counter jackknife.
Pure Fusion Collective is eliminated
What
from the
skill
gauntlet
Lyra.
match
Zoe Stark
by the
has
team
been
that's not really a team.
eliminated.
And with that, Bailey and Lyra advance. Team number 1 is through.
All right, this is
now
Natalya
right away,
and Maxine Dupree.
Natalya and Maxine Dupree next up to see who becomes number 1
I think they might get
contenders.
it done. I think Maxine and Natalya could be a formidable tag team. Who knows? Who knows? Let's check that poll again to see if there's any other vote. 15 votes so far on that poll. And the vote is 13% say sign me up for a Solo Sikoa Randy Orton WrestleMania match. 87% say no thank you, pass. Interesting. All right. Guess nobody's on board with the Solo Sikoa Randy Orton match. That was close. He almost dropped that. I posted about the podcast. You can also check out the podcast on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ringsiderunpod. We're also multi-streaming on YouTube right now, so if ever you want to hop over to the YouTube channel, like when there's an ad break or anything like that, it's available there for you. Please do me a favor, drop me a subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're over 1,600 subscribers, which is insane. We're posting regularly and everything is going swimmingly over on YouTube and everything's working out well. Shorts is the way to go for all my content creators out there that are looking to expand on their YouTube. Definitely take advantage of YouTube Shorts. They can definitely help grow your numbers, and that's basically most, if not all, of my content in terms of subscribers and all that come from YouTube Shorts, which I am eternally grateful for. I thank you guys very much for checking out the content that comes from the Ringside Rundown. You can also get full episodes. I gotta post up the current episode on YouTube. I keep forgetting. I don't know why I keep forgetting. It doesn't take very long to do because it's just a still frame shot of the thumbnail, but again, for some reason my brain can't get things done properly. It is raining in the Bronx. That's why I keep looking over. In case you're watching and like, why does he keep looking over? It's because I have the baseball game on too. Don't worry, I see everything in chat, but I also have the baseball game on too. Just look it over. Right now, the Yankees are down 5-1, but they got a man on first, second, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Paul Goldschmidt, clutch hitter, is on up to bat. Oh, he hits one. Did he get it? Nah, he didn't get enough of it. Left it in the outfield. It's only the third inning, so they got plenty of time, plenty of game left if the weather holds up. I don't know if the weather holds up because it's looking nasty. Anyway. Start to the second part of this gauntlet match. Lyra, Valkyria, and Bailey were the first team, the first team WrestleMania to get in there. They eliminated Pure Fusion Collective. Now they have to face Natalya and Maxine Dupree, who come out here matching gear, looking very nice.
Cover in match number 1 as Bailey and Lyra defeated Shayna and Zoe Stark. And right now,
Bayley
this
gets tagged in
interesting
by
team of
Lyra.
Natalya and Maxine, and we were talking about the reaction.
Knee strike
by
from Bayley
Natty,
to
the
Natalya.
hesitation at a moment. when she
Natalya with
found
a
out
discus
getting
lariat. Very
that was
nicely
partially
done on
quelled
point.
by Adam Pearce. She says, hey, it's
Let's
WrestleMania
go.
season, Wade. Let's just dive into the deep end.
Maxine Dupree gets tagged in. Let's see if Maxine Dupree has improved. She definitely puts in the work. Beautiful crossbody. Goes for the cover. Only gets a 2 count.
Maxine has decked herself out in Hart family colors. I know for a fact that Natalya was not too
Big
impressed
leg
with
lariat.
that.
Nicely
You've
done.
kind of earned those colors in this game. It's not a fashion statement, but right now Maxine is doing the business in there. And
Fisherman suplex. Nice.
Yeah, go on social media
And that kip up. That kip up is a thing of
Natty's
beauty.
reaction to that.
Straps
as
come down. You know that
Maxine
means
is
business.
Very eager, very enthusiastic.
Big splash in the
to
corner
be
on
with
Bayley.
the veteran Natalya and work
Lyra
up the
comes
matching
in there,
outfits, and now she comes
gets
right
smashed
at
into
attack.
Bayley, and now a
This
big
is the
splash in the
best
corner
Maxine
on
Dupree
Lyra.
has ever looked in that ring. Clearly
Uh-oh.
trying to impress the vet Natalya.
Uh-oh.
No, she is energized.
Well, we're all
She is
impressed
on
now, Joe Tess.
An offensive
The
assault,
backwards
and
worm? Is it
Otis
a worm?
would be proud, wouldn't he?
And an elbow drop on both
Don't
Lyra
give
and
up.
Bayley.
Into the cover, looking to advance.
Well, it was
Bayley
a sloppy
kicks out.
cover there from Maxine, who did indeed get a little too overexcited and over-rotated her opponent. Bayley. What on
Tag
earth is this?
Natalya.
What did
Tag
you say
her.
about her trying to impress
Oh.
Natalya? She's going for the sharpshooter. Is she looking for a sharpshooter
Oh,
here?
no.
Inside cradle. And that does it.
She should have tagged in Natalya.
Dupree have been eliminated.
Natty's saying, what were you thinking? Why would you do that?
Well, it was a rush of blood to the head.
All right, here
from
come the Rave Girls, Katana Chance and Caden
less
Carter.
experienced Maxine Dupree. Bit
Great
off
to have
more than
the-
she can chew, but this match continues.
Caden
Former
Carter,
tag team
wow.
champions, Carter
Holy
Chance
shit.
back to action.
Caden Carter
But still
took
a
down
quick
Bayley
one
with
there
the
on the
cartwheel
now
leg lariat.
exhausted Bayley, who
She must
has
have been
already had to
watching
win
Jack
2
Cartwheel
matches
if he's
thus
ever thought
far.
about using that
No
move.
respite whatsoever. Smart there from Caden Carter.
Caden Carter trying to take
Katana
advantage of
Chance hits a
something you
forearm
talked
from the
about right from
outside.
the get-go of how
Here they go with this
difficult it is
offense. They're a real
when
team.
the draw says you're out in that first match of a gauntlet.
They're a real
And
tag
Bayley
team, unlike Bayley
looking
and
to try
Lyra
to get some help
Valkyria.
from Lyra.
And the smartest thing Carter and Chance can do here
Big
is
code
prevent
breaker
Bayley
from
from
Katana
getting that
Chance, and
tag
she
to
tags
Lyra
in Caden
Valkyria.
Carter.
It is Bayley who has been in the ring now for
This
several
is tandem
minutes.
offense at its
Oh,
best.
team
Oh
roll
no,
with
Bayley
the
got the
knees,
knees
get
up. Bayley got the knee up.
Great job by Bayley
That
to get the
move would have been
knees up.
sick if it
There's
would have
still
landed.
life
Bayley gets
in
the foot
body
up in the
of
corner,
Bayley.
off the second
Oh, the
rope with an elbow
comes
to the
dropping
back.
in. And
Ooh,
shoulder
that was
gets
close.
him
That was
by
2.5
Caden
for
Carter.
sure.
Just their second match of 2025 for Caden Carter and Katana Chance. They were coming off a spirited loss against the Secret Hervis.
You
That was a
see,
match that we called
Lyra
from London.
and Bayley,
Yeah, Carter and
definitely
Chance
not a
before
tag
Chance here,
team.
desperate to get
A little
back to the Golden. Who is
not
desperate
in
to
sync,
get to
I guess you
WrestleMania
could
if
say.
you haven't got your
Caden
ticket
Carter
booked
coming off
already?
the ropes.
Carter comes
Face
flying
wash
in
kick.
with that big leg.
Almost takes out Lyra.
And this has been 100 miles an hour stuff from Carter and Chance.
They're doing
Probably the
very,
two
very well.
greatest tag team move exponents in the game.
Looking for the keg stand.
Connects.
Could
Keg
this get them
stand
closer to a
connects.
title shot?
Bayley comes in to break
That
up
was
the
a
pin.
late kick out there
Lyra
from
kicked out at
Valkyria.
2.
Bayley would not have made the save in time, so it's a good job. Valkyria did indeed kick out.
Caden Carter.
Goes
Oh!
twisting,
Corkscrew tornado to the outside.
I love watching these two. It's like acrobats
They
escaping
really
the
need
circus.
more opportunities.
Count of 2 that time. What pace we have in the midst of this gauntlet match. Look at Lyra.
Whoa, Nightwing!
Nightwing by Lyra Valkyria.
Caden Carter and Katana Chance have been eliminated.
This is now an impressive run by Bayley
I believe
and
this
Lyra.
is Meechin and B-Fab.
But things may be about to get ugly for Bayley and Lyra. Up next, Meechin and B-Fab enter the fray in this gauntlet match.
All right, looks like we're going to a commercial break. I'm gonna post up this tweet right here. All right. Once again, if you haven't been paying attention, it is a gauntlet match to determine the #1 contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Liv Morgan and Raquel, who are ringside watching the action, watching Lyra Valkyria and Bayley doing the unthinkable. They are not a tag team, and yet they are taking care of the tag teams that are coming through the match. They have already gotten rid of Pure Fusion Collective. They already got rid of Natalia and Maxine Dupree. And they already got rid of Caden Carter and Katana Chance. So very interesting to see how they're going to finish out this gauntlet. 4 teams already been announced. I think there's 2 more teams. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, if you could do me a favor, check us out on TikTok. The Ringside Rundown has a TikTok account where we post up highlights of the stream. The TikTok we do equally as well. It's fantastic. Really stoked about the progress that we're making on TikTok, especially with the last couple of clips that we have posted up. They're getting a lot of love. Again, crazy. Over 1,100 followers on TikTok, doing well and getting tons of views and profile views there. It's just insane the amount of activity that is happening on TikTok. We are doing pretty well. So thank you guys for all the love that you have shown us on TikTok. Go ahead and give us a follow if you haven't. Ringside Rundowns on TikTok, tiktok.com/@ringside_rundown. So definitely check that out. We're also on Instagram. If you need some wrestling content in your Instagram feed, we post up on Instagram every time we post up a new episode, and all of the short form content that you can find on YouTube Shorts and TikTok can also be found in the Instagram Reels. So if you need some more wrestling content in your life, you can follow us on Instagram. So definitely check us out there. What is this? Oh, no need for that. All right. Showing a WrestleMania commercial. So we need to hurry it up and get back to the action.
Back here, look at this crowd.
All right, so Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, the unlikely duo, are still in it. This time they have to take on B-Fab and Michin.
Are looking to
Beachin.
in this women's tag team championship.
I like that.
#1
Beachin.
contenders
It works.
gauntlet match. Everybody has been so impressed by Bayley and Lyra, who have won 3 straight to get to this point.
Michin's in there with Lyra, goes for a scoop slam and drops her.
Everything starts to play a factor.
Well, the tank is completely
Not the best way to drop her down off a scoop slam, but it gets a 2 count. Jawbreaker from Lyra.
Like a shot mannequin for the past
Lyra needs to get a tag to Bayley, but Michin has a hold of the ankle until Lyra hits it with a enziguri and gets the tag off to Bayley.
Bayley's got fresh legs. Bayley's energized.
Bayley's got fresh legs.
Certainly not fresh legs.
Oh, shit.
Fresher, at least.
She hit that corner hard.
Bayley has taken a lot of abuse herself in this match, and immediately back on the offense is Michin.
And look at her
Nice tornado DDT from Michin.
To advance, #1 contender, but that left shoulder gets up.
Michin being an absolute menace in there, and the tag champs, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, loving everything.
Once again,
they are
in
seeing right
less
now
than 4 minutes,
as
ladies
these
and gentlemen,
women
you're going to get hit with the
tear
block of
each other
Twitch
to shreds in
advertisements.
pursuit of an
There are many
opportunity
incentives
to
to
take
subscribe
gold
to
at
the channel.
You know, it's
If
just
you
the
hit that
second
subscribe
time
button down
that
below if
B-Fab
you're on
and
Twitch for
Michin
$5.99
have been teammates in
American,
tag team action,
you
but they're
get
looking
no
pretty good,
Twitch
being
advertisements
synchronized
during
and
the
working
remainder of
together.
the stream. You
And
get
coming in
cool
and making the
emotes to
save
use in
is
chat,
Lyra
15% off
Valkyria.
the Ringside Rundown
Expanding
merchandise
repertoire
store,
of Big
and
Fab,
you
who
can
has
also
been
check out a
demanding
special section of our
opportunities
Discord
of
that
late.
is only available
Realize
for
she's
Twitch
been given
subs
nothing, you
and
have to
moderators
take
where
it.
you can watch SmackDown
Michin to
if
the
you don't have
outside.
access to it. Nice suicide dive from Michin.
Now is the time
B-Fab
for
in there
B-Fab
with
to grab some
Bayley,
glory
goes
here.
for that leg lariat,
Denied
but Bayley
again by
blocks
Bayley.
it. Looks like Bayley's hitting the
Rose
Rose plant.
Rose plant.
Rose
Could
plant
it be?
connects.
Bayley.
Lyra and Bailey are cleaning house.
Meakin have been eliminated.
And now those looks on the champs change as they see this run that Bailey and Lyra are on.
Uh-oh, it's the Secret Hervis.
And Piper Niven and Alba Fire, they know what it takes. Chelsea Green
It's the
sends them
Secret
out.
Hervis.
United States champ there, the Secret Hervis are here, and they will never have an easier job in their entire career.
This is it, the fifth and final match of this gauntlet. #1 contenders tag team for a spot at WrestleMania. And consider for Lyra Valkyria, who's the Intercontinental Champion, the possibility of being a double champion.
Well,
Get through this, win this, and that's on the line next week at WrestleMania.
Well, not only that, imagine the Secret Hervis grabbing 10 gold, expanding the trophy cabinet alongside Chelsea Green's United States Championship.
The team that serves and protects the United States champion puts forth their loyalty for Chelsea Green, the Green Regime.
Well, they have been
The Green
selfless in
Regime,
their
that's
defense
nice.
of the United States
That
champ,
works.
but now is the time to grab a piece of the pie for yourselves against what looks like a completely done and dusted Bailey. And Valkyria just got her head rammed into the steel steps by Piper Niven. She may be out for good.
Well, Bailey came up with that miracle rose plant moments ago, but now she is in such a compromised
They've been in there
position
for a very long time,
against
so they
Alba
might be
Fire and
exhausted.
Piper Niven. Look at the
Double
teamwork.
suplex on Bailey. Hervis
And the
hasn't been
senton
around
by
for
Piper.
very long.
They're in complete
This is
control.
like their
Wade.
first
Bailey
couple. I don't know. They
completely
maybe before they got to the
And that was a
WWE, they
sloppy
teamed
pin
together.
there from Niven, who
But in the
didn't hook the leg.
WWE,
This
they
match
haven't been teaming for a
continues.
very long
Who is
time.
going to WrestleMania?
Kind of similar to Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, but they are a well-oiled unit. Again, the votes for that potential Solo Sikoa Randy Orton WrestleMania match, for the votes that we've gotten so far for it, they don't look too ecstatic. People are saying no thank you. If you want to check us out in Discord, we also have a Discord for the Ringside Rundown. Has all the links to our content plus episodes of the podcast that you can get links to. But we also have sections available where you could talk about WWE, AEW, any other wrestling promotion. But you can also talk about non-wrestling things like music, movies, TV shows, gaming, sports. Whatever your heart desires is available in the Discord. You could talk in the Discord. Come join us. Here is the link to the Discord. That is the invite link. Just hit that green check mark so we know you're not a bot or somebody trying to do nefarious things in the Discord, and you can come join the fun. Like I said, it's got a whole bunch of stuff. It's not just necessarily wrestling related. There is a lot of wrestling content on there, but there's also content from music, movies, TV shows, and sports, gaming, and anybody else that's a content creator and that would like to notify other members of the community in Discord that they go live, just let me know and I can add you to the bot. And the bot can let people know when you go live so they can check you out on Twitch. We're still here in commercial break for SmackDown. Back to the action. It's a miracle Lyra and Bayley are still in there. They are taking on the Secret Harvest.
As they have been struggling.
And it's either the Secret Harvest or Bayley and Lyra Valkyria
who are
that
looking
are
to
going
win.
to get the opportunity to face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Contenders and a trip to WrestleMania next week in Vegas to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Wade.
Well, the green regime are cooking in there right now. And, of course, both Alba Fire and Piper Niven have been tag champs here in WWE previously, albeit not as a duo.
Piper Niven, she gets tagged in. They got Bayley in there looking like a
and just taunting
sack
Lyra
potatoes.
Valkyria.
But she's able
something.
to conduct a double DDT to create some separation. Hopefully she can get a tag to her tag team partner, Lyra Valkyria.
There is life in Bayley, and Valkyria needs this tag.
She's trying. She's trying. Alba Fire does a smart thing and grabs the ankle. Ducks the Enziguri, but the Enziguri connects with Piper Niven. And a tag is made. Lyra Valkyria heads to the top rope. Crossbody off the top rope, very nicely done. Enziguri to Alba Fire.
Look at the energy. Look at the
kicks and
offensive
strikes
assault.
and kicks and strikes.
The
She's on
Intercontinental
fire
Champion.
right now.
Well, Valkyria looked dead and buried, but she has risen once again.
Tornado DDT, nicely done. Maintains a grasp on Niven. Is she gonna fisherman suplex Piper Niven? I don't think so. Niven reverses it. Holy shit, that could have been
talk
bad.
about physical exhaustion. That was a perfect example of mental exhaustion from Lyra Valkyria, whose body
Her
just
ankle
seemed to
was
go
sort of
into
connected
automatic
with the
mode, trying to
rope.
move. You
Hopefully
should
it didn't
never
suffer
attack
like a
against
whiplash.
the powerhouse like Niven, and it's backfired, and that may well have been the final flurry from the Intercontinental Champ.
Keep in mind, they were the first team to be introduced. They
Piper
have
Niven
been
going
25 minutes
to the top or the second rope. Lyra Valkyria cuts her off. Lyra Valkyria is trying to go for a powerbomb.
No chance. Mistake.
Good luck.
Number 2 for
Oh, oh, oh! She got it.
This deep into
Tags
this
in Bayley.
Well, didn't go for the tag when perhaps she could, but this might be the killer blow.
Bayley with the elbow drop off the top.
Believe this?
And Niven kicks
Not
out.
even a 2 count. The mean, the moody, the magnificent Piper
Nice.
Niven is not going down that easily.
Piper
What
Niven
an
getting
effort
dropped
there
on her
from
gnome
Valkyria.
piece.
Bullseye from Bayley, but it simply wasn't enough to book their ticket for WrestleMania.
First time they have been teammates in their career, Lyra and Bayley. And earlier this
Oh,
week, they were against
boss
each
man
other
slam.
in what was shaping up to be an absolute
Piper Niven on
classic
Bayley.
that Lyra pulled off when Bayley was getting the best of her on the verge of submission.
Alba Fire cuts
Well, we're
off
not getting
Bayley
a
or
happy ending
Lyra.
this evening because things just changed in a blink of an eye.
And Alba Fire is going up top and lining it up.
Oh, senton off the top.
Purvis looking to get to Mania.
Oh,
my!
Lyra broke it up.
Lyra came crashing home with Piper on top of Alba.
Well,
and that broke up the cover.
Bayley was completely finished after that swanton combination move there from the Scottish women. However, Valkyria with enough in the tank to bust up that pin. Take another look at this.
Ooh.
Executed to perfection
Nice.
from a Secret Harvest. And that was a 3 count, but right on the money was Valkyria. Dumping Piper Niven onto the pile, breaking up the pin. And it really is.
I love
up for
gauntlet
grabs
matches.
now.
They're always
And
my
now
favorite.
toe-to-toe.
Gauntlet matches are always my favorite because they're all the ultimate test of endurance, and they always build up anticipation. And you can wrestling matches can tell a very good story, and gauntlet matches are the easiest way to tell a story within a wrestling match. Lyra drops the rope. Piper doesn't go outside.
Pressure Piper Niven is never a smart move, but now that hit and move from Valkyria has perhaps eliminated Piper Niven for now.
Bringing Piper back up to that apron and delivering that big forearm. And now targeting.
Uh-oh, what is, yeah, okay.
To the floor.
Yeah, okay.
Lyra going for it.
Oh, she got dropped.
From her friends.
Big assist there with a drop.
Big assist from Bayley.
There's a roll up to advance the
Woo,
Mania.
that was close. Oh, basement super kick.
And somehow Bayley finds it.
This is good stuff, though. I gotta say, it's good stuff.
Alba fire. Bayley looking to counter. There is the tag. As she runs fire right into that corner.
Rhodes playing on Alba fire.
Opportunity. Lyra's up top. Leg drop. Could it be? Wire to wire.
Wow.
Here I am.
Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley do it. They go wire to wire in the gauntlet match to earn an opportunity to face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania for the Women's Tag Team Championships. This is a great gauntlet match. It's very hard to have a bad gauntlet match, but this is a very good gauntlet match. I enjoy it. I thought they killed it.
Liv Morgan saying they're not even a real team. Well, that has changed in the course of the past 30 minutes because Bayley and Valkyria are heading to WrestleMania to take on the tag champs. Wow.
And there they are, and that'll be next week. And Wade, what's your earliest read on that WrestleMania matchup?
I am still trying to catch my breath, Joe Tess. I'm exhausted. This audience is exhausted. I can't imagine how Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, they went wire to wire, which is crazy.
There will be celebrations tonight as they put their bread together to head to WrestleMania and try and grab gold.
Going to be something 8 days in Vegas. We want to acknowledge that there is a viral video that's been making the rounds today, showing a confrontation between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. And like in most sports,
yeah, I just saw that video on Twitter. I'm swiping out a tweet right now.
There's an unspoken rule about not crossing certain lines. And last week when they met face-to-face in this ring, that line was definitely crossed. Therefore, both Tiffany and Charlotte are facing disciplinary actions, as well as Charlotte Flair, after what happened earlier today, being asked to go home for the rest of the week.
Damn.
Now wait, as for other big news,
they said Charlotte home for the rest
we will take you back to what happened last week between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
No! No! Rest in peace, jackass.
Give me a medic.
That was 2 weeks ago in London, and now it became official this week.
They already marked it down for night 2. Sin City Street Fight, all right.
WrestleMania.
I like that. Okay.
Sin City Street Fight. I love it.
And there is Damian Priest.
Doesn't look too happy.
A chance to hear from him. That is next.
We're in commercial break here. Excuse me. Don't know what's going on with my allergies. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that WrestleMania 9 special that they have on Peacock. I could have watched that earlier. I skipped out on that. I could have watched it earlier, man. Wasn't thinking. Wasn't thinking. Still got my eyes on the Yankees game. Just here, stuck in commercial break. Waiting for that to finish. Gotta check the YouTube. All right. Everything's good on the YouTube.
Here in the WrestleMania, Stone Cold Steve Austin's retirement match against The Rock. And now we are just 8 days away from WrestleMania.
8 days away from WrestleMania.
In Vegas.
This Hungry for Mania moment is presented by
What's this
Snickers.
Mania moment
You're
coming
not
up?
you when you're
What
hungry.
are they gonna show
Snickers
us?
satisfies.
This truly is a dream match. We'll never see Tyson and Ali. We'll never see Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds, but we are going to get to witness The Rock and the Hulk. Whoa! Oh, the power of Hogan. The end could be here for The Rock. My God, The Rock.
I always remember this match, and it makes me crack up. The end of the match, seeing that The Rock wins and beats Hulk Hogan. The Rock wins it, and like more than half of the post-match celebration is Hulk Hogan standing in the ring and posturing instead of letting The Rock have his moment and have his time in the sun. It's just complete Hulk Hogan, you know?
That was 23 years ago, and now we're 8 days away from Mania 41.
There's Damian Priest. Again, we just found out he's going to be taking on Drew McIntyre on night 2 of WrestleMania in a Sin City street fight. Nice. I don't know about those jeans, though. I don't know about those jeans.
Who a year ago right now became the heavyweight world champion and now deep in a rivalry with the man he took it from, who had it for just over 5 minutes that night in Philadelphia.
Well, Priest of late has been both the victim and perpetrator of numerous acrimonious assaults and
Oh no!
Priest wastes no time as Drew
McIntyre attacks Damian Priest from behind.
After the attack that went through the windshield in London, comes right down and attacks Priest. This has been week after week, Wade. He says, on sight, I fight.
And to be clear, tonight was supposed
bashing
to be
his head up against the barricade, but this is one of those barricades that have an LED board on it.
Way too late comes our security crew. Referees to split this up, but Damian Priest has been absolutely mugged by Drew McIntyre with yet another sneak attack.
Yeah, look at the smirk on his face, too. Look at the look on his face with that eye patch. As Damian Priest suffers what is a brutal beatdown. Look, he is so unsteady on his feet.
Head got smashed against that screen.
Man, he don't look too good.
By a massive, powerful Scotsman who is brimming with rage at the man he says has derailed the past 12 months of his life and targeted him like a coward from behind time and again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he has turned. The Royal Rumble, Priest eliminated Drew. Elimination Chamber, Priest eliminated Drew. You know what happened at WrestleMania a year ago.
Drew McIntyre is in the ring with a microphone right now.
Starting to see clearly now. Society only moves as fast as the slowest member, and it took a few people a while to catch up. But everybody can see as plain as day, Drew McIntyre only tells the truth, and every action is justified, including dropping his stupid. That parasite has benefited every time I was screwed. He would never face me like a man until this week when he agreed to face me face to face because I've got one eye. Then he challenged me to a match at WrestleMania, a Sin City street fight because I've got one eye. You know what? I still accept it because that's the kind of man Drew McIntyre is. This match is a year in the making. Priest, you always say you want to live forever. Well, I'm going to make sure nobody forgets you because I'm going to give you the beating of a lifetime at WrestleMania.
Right.
There's more.
There's more.
Seattle, do you want me to let you in on a little secret? Wolverine here's got some good news.
Hey, stop it. Oh, the eye is good.
I'm 100% cleared, which means at WrestleMania, Priest, you're 100% screwed.
Drew McIntyre getting cheers, though. He's not getting boos.
Oh, Priest is coming
Here
back
comes
out.
Damian
This
Priest.
ain't time for this, Priest.
Uh-oh.
Priest is throwing security and leveling
That's a
down.
fine.
Well, this is
He's going right back into
Priest
the
making a
freeway.
beeline to Drew McIntyre.
ruling the mind of Damian Priest, coming completely unglued of the man who has attacked him numerous times over the past several weeks, including just moments ago. And where is Priest getting this from?
Look
Oh.
at Priest.
Well, I'd written Priest off. I was dead wrong.
They're lined
Big
up
back elbow
for
from
Mania
Drew
in 8
McIntyre.
days, but they're
Or
bringing
Damian
it
Priest,
right
rather.
now.
Well, this is
He
a
gets
whole
rid of
new
Drew
level
McIntyre, dumps him
of
to the
ferocity
outside of the ring.
From Damian Priest.
He's still on him. Oh, he might need that eye
McIntyre
patch.
ruining that attack.
Priest.
He gonna haul off on somebody.
Officials and breaking
Oh!
free now.
Go to
Oh, man, right to the eyes.
maybe Priest who needs that eye patch now.
The guy who just took an eye patch off after he had glass shards in his eye says he's cleared.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Steel steps
Oh.
right to the head.
That'll all be
I'll tell
legal
you this, Joe Tess,
come
if
Sunday
you're
at
heading to a
WrestleMania
Sin
next Sunday.
City street fight with an opponent as dangerous as these two, it would behoove you to take as big a chunk out as you can prior to getting to Vegas. And McIntyre is
As Drew McIntyre turns back and gives a look to his bitter rival, and he wants more.
cannot be taken.
What is he gonna do?
On top of the steel steps.
No!
He's gonna hit him with a future shock on the
Future shock
steps.
DDT on the steel steps, Wade. Somebody's got to stop him. Oh, no.
That looked like it hurt. That looked like it hurt.
Look at the eyes of Priest.
Come on, stop. That's enough.
He just ripped his beloved necklace off his neck.
Well, that's the least of Damian Priest's worries right now. Damian Priest has no clue what planet he's on.
No, he doesn't. He got a DDT on the steps. Got dropped on his dome.
Rattled the skull of the Bride of Puerto Rico.
Can you imagine what we're going to see in Vegas between Priest and McIntyre?
Now watch Tommaso's head. It's the illegal exposed turnbuckle and goes back into the left. We were screwed last week, and no one's talking about it. Not that idiot Charles Robinson, not Nick Aldis, no one. I don't know why.
I'll tell you what's going on. They act like we're puppets, and they control all the strings. I'm nobody's puppet. You know what I think's going on? I think this is all a conspiracy. Yeah, a conspiracy to keep us away from the tag team titles. That's what's happening.
What's happening right there. Watch. Hey. What are you two whispering about?
Wait, no. Sorry. We were agreeing. Okay. We were saying that you two are absolutely, wait for it, out of your minds.
Since losing those titles, you boys have gone crazy.
Are you blind? Are you not seeing?
Are you
what we're
blind?
seeing? Look at this turnbuckle. Circle it.
His head goes back into the left. Back into the left. That's what happened.
Use your eye.
Kit, would you look at this? We've stepped in a rabbit hole. Look, desperation is not a good look on you two.
Look, it's the desperation, it's the clothes. For us, no boy. From you.
It's no boy. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm inviting you anyway.
Look, I'm sorry,
Guys, did I hear the word conspiracy from you? You guys are absolutely ridiculous. But hey, keep coping about what happened last week. We're focused on next week because we get our shot at SmackDown against the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
You know, we worked our asses off to get here. We won the tag team titles after 3 weeks, and you screw us out of them. So no conspiracy. This is karma.
I don't even know what karma.
She's part of this too. It's she's part of this too.
Look at you, bitch. You know.
There's a vignette for Rey Fenix here. Rey Fenix up next, taking on Berto. That's going to be a lot of fun.
One of the most celebrated luchadors is coming our way. It'll be an action-packed showdown with Legado del Fantasma's Berto.
I keep forgetting Elektra Lopez is no longer in the group. Elektra Lopez let go by WWE about a month and a half ago.
An angel representing Legado del Fantasma from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Berto!
Wade, Berto opened his mouth a week ago dismissing the
I like Berto. I've always been a
Rey
fan of
Fenix
Berto.
in his WWE
I think he's great.
Yeah, talk is cheap. Now you got to back those words up. The Emperor of Lucha Libre, Santos Escobar, has made it clear he's been far from impressed with the kind of results Legado del Fantasma have been getting of late. Now is the time to change that. Berto against the incredible Rey Fenix next here on SmackDown.
All right. Here's a link to our merch store. If you would like to check out the merch that we have available from the Ringside Rundown, we have t-shirts, tank tops, swim trunks, hats, even a beanie, even a coffee mug. You can get a Ringside Rundown coffee mug. All available there at the Ringside Rundown merch store, ringside rundown-shop.fourthwall.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think of the stuff there. Super gracious of everybody that purchased stuff from our winter collection. Now that we have the spring out, hopefully you guys check that out. Hopefully you guys think it's worth it. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you're outside of the United States, you could check out SmackDown on Netflix too, so. Is this another vignette for Triple H?
King of the Ring
Yep.
gives someone credibility or says to the viewer, that's a top guy. And so this was Hunter's journey to that happening.
I was the questionable blue blood, pompous, arrogant guy that slowly becomes something different.
There'll never be another no sequel. Put a price on your life, then it's off with your head.
You have to be in the ring multiple times on the same day.
I'm the king of war. This is what I'm fighting for.
That's a very physically challenging task, but also mentally.
And this is what it's all about. The finals here at the King of the Ring.
I'm a royal king. I am the one who
King of the Ring 1997 was really significant because Hunter grew in legend in WWE.
So did that rivalry.
King of the Ring was a cool moment for me. Now put me at a different level.
What I did was take my destiny into my hands.
He was more than ready. He took the reins and he went with it. I don't think he's looked back since.
That was just one of the many career moments worthy of celebration, and that celebration, of course, will continue with the Hall of Fame induction of Triple H next week in Vegas. And folks, here's the beauty of this. SmackDown's going to end at 8 p.m. local in Vegas, so you got a couple hours to get down the street to Fountain Blue in the Hall of Fame ceremony. You can do both events in one night, Wade, and look at this class.
Oh, the full class of 2025 hour
Natural Disasters, Michelle McCool, Lex Luger, the WrestleMania 13 match between Steve Austin and Bret Hart gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, and of course
to the entire Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Hey, you want in on that? Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com for both SmackDown and the Hall of Fame. Berto last week called Rey Fenix a flying lizard, a flash in the pan, saying he's better than Phoenix.
Show you. Come on.
WrestleMania is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. And by WWE 2K25. WrestleMania sale is here. WWE 2K25 is 20% off PlayStation today, and bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite the Bloodline family history in 2K Showcase. You can save today on that.
All right, I love these newer entrances. I want to see the presentation.
His opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 182 pounds, Rey Fenix!
The guy's just electric. And Wade, really hard to imagine a better start for a WWE career than Rey Fenix, who he showed us last week with that offensive assault on Nathan Frazier that was just blowing our minds with move after move.
I feel like him and Berto are going to be even better. I feel like him and Berto are going to show the hell out.
Oh boy, did he surpass that now. Of course, Raw's Penta, who is the brother of Rey Fenix, has really done the same thing over on Raw over these past couple of months. So the expectations for Phoenix were sky high. That's a lot of pressure. And sometimes pressure can be the undoing of some superstars, but Phoenix just grew into that pressure, grew into the biggest spotlight of his career, and has now, within 1 week of debuting, become appointment viewing here on SmackDown.
Berto is locked in on Rey Fenix. First time they've gone one-on-one long ago in Mexican promotions. They met in 4 tag team matches, but this is their first singles one-on-one match, regardless of promotion. And quick into it is Rey Fenix.
We saw some clear envy from Berto last week, trying to smack talk Rey Fenix a little. Oh, that was nice. After, of course, Santos Escobar had said great things about the debut of Rey Fenix. He was quite diplomatic about it. He was impressed with what he saw, even though he's not a part of Legado del Fantasma, and that greed-eyed monster inside Berto came to the fore.
What do you think that kind of statement by Santos Escobar, the impact it can have on somebody like Berto.
Beautiful pin cover, only gets a 2 count.
A motivational tour. I know for a fact Santos Escobar has been far from impressed.
Round kick
with
misses,
Legado
jumping
down
insecurity from
Fantasma,
Berto,
as he
connects
puts it.
on
He
Rey
wants
Fenix.
them back to running
Fenix
the
on
bingo
spaghetti
here
legs.
on SmackDown. You can't do that if you're not
Big
winning
round kick
matches.
to the side of the head.
For Berto can turn around in a hurry tonight if he pulls off what would, I guess, be a shocker. A victory against Rey Fenix, who came out of the blocks hot here on SmackDown last week.
Tough to showcase the high-flying and explosive style when you got a big boot pressing down right into your face in the corner. And as Berto's been neutralizing Rey Fenix early on here. And now
Nice
Fenix
back elbow from
delivers
Phoenix.
that elbow.
Hits to the top rope, but Berto stops his momentum and launches him halfway across the apron. Berto's gonna fly now.
And the corkscrew dive to the outside by Berto.
Lands on his feet too, man.
Backing up what he said last
Berto's
week.
good. Berto's good. He deserves to be getting a lot more opportunities, him and Angel. I think they could be a formidable tag team. I think they need to be getting a lot more reps. I think, but here we are, picture in picture, thankfully, so I can continue to call the action. Berto's got everything in control on the outside of the ring. Rey Fenix is down. He rolls Rey Fenix back into the ring, re-enters the ring himself, goes for the pin cover, and Rey kicks out at 2. Both men on their knees right now, throwing shots at each other. This is Mike's favorite spot in all of wrestling. Fighting from your knees. Berto back to his feet. Attacking Rey Fenix, who is all bent up. Oh, Rey Fenix with a roll through cover. Almost had the 3 count there, but only gets a 2. Berto with a boot to the midsection. Drops Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix once again exits the ring, trying to get a little bit of rest on the outside by the commentary table. Some almost like a Gamengiri to the face as Rey Fenix is collapsed in front of the barricade. Berto's been taking it to Rey Fenix, kind of has him neutralized, a little out of sorts. As Joe Tessitore mentioned earlier, these two men have met 4 times before in other promotions in Mexico, but those 4 times were in tag matches. This is the first time they met in any promotion in singles opportunity. And right now, Berto is in control. He's looking good. Berto was the one telling Santos last week he didn't see anything special about Rey Fenix. He doesn't really get Rey Fenix. He doesn't really get why everybody's going crazy over Rey Fenix. He's just another guy to Berto. And Berto is showing that he believes that. He's got Rey Fenix grounded right now. Arms behind the back. Crushing the spine. Compacting it, but Rey Fenix fights to his feet. He's creating some space here. Berto shoots him off the ropes. Comes off the ropes. Berto telegraphed it. Rey Fenix saw it coming. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Rey Fenix from Berto, who goes for the pin cover and only gets a 2 count. That kind of looked like it hurt, though. Not gonna lie.
In Seattle, Climate Pledge Arena. Of course, next week it'll be SmackDown in Vegas the night before WrestleMania. An absolutely loaded card with all the superstars, whether it's Raw or SmackDown. You're going to see the majority of the roster.
Whoa.
And look at this from Rey Fenix.
Well, 10 seconds ago, Rey Fenix had been on the end of a 5+ minute beating from Berto, and just when you started to write off the newcomer, he turns it around in a blink of an eye. And he's back in the fight.
Rey Fenix back to his feet.
Berto was in complete control. And now
Big
Rey
chops
Fenix,
to Berto.
a week after his impressive debut. What do you do for an encore? How about this? A rally against Berto.
Yeah, this was new questions being asked of Rey Fenix.
Ooh, nice headbutt.
Headbutt there. Berto,
Nice flying headbutt there.
Defenseless, not expecting that, connecting flush to the jaw.
The breathtaking aerial moves that we saw in his debut continue on. As he stomps down on the back of Berto, constantly springboarding off of the top rope.
And this is part of the problem when you're in there with a competitor like Rey Fenix, who has such a deep playbook. How do you possibly guard yourself against who knows what is coming next?
And when the intensity bubbles up with Rey Fenix, you see what he's capable of.
He's gonna do something
lining
crazy.
up Berto for flight.
Nice.
Corkscrewing his way down to the floor.
I was going to say another picture-in-picture.
Control, connecting right on the chest of Berto, who has gone from almost sure victory to
Roll into frog splash.
Into the cover for Fenix.
And a 2 count.
Berto able to kick out.
And Rey Fenix, for all his flashy moves and his high-octane performances, is that gritty durability he's really shown tonight to ride out that storm from Berto, keep in the fight, but wait, don't write Berto off yet.
Not at all. Berto looking to take advantage.
Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve too. No!
Oh, nice, Berto.
Chicharito right to the jaw.
Some of his own medicine. Berto for the win.
Oh, kick out from Rey Fenix. This is pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you this, Joe Tesh, you can take a kick like that right on the point of the jaw while draped upon the ropes and you can still kick out. That's pretty damn impressive, but for how much longer?
Float over into a sunset flip. Powers up. Rey Fenix. Sit out. Power bomb. Goes for the cover. 2 count.
Kick out by Fenix.
Well, Rey Fenix has really had the stuffing knocked out of him here, and that frustration now is on the face of Berto, who thought that should have got the job done. Not quite enough, but surely the end is nigh here.
Great action in the midst of our night in Seattle, and still to come, Randy Orton and LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga.
And this is exactly what Santos Escobar wanted. Get back to instilling fear into the hearts of the locker room. That is the modus operandi.
Rey Fenix trying to stop the momentum of Berto, seeing what he was trying to do.
Fenix has got other ideas. Oh my
Nice.
God. Top rope Frankensteiner.
He was able to fight his way out of position, gets up to the top rope,
Goes for the cover.
and delivers, and just that single
Berto just rolls over.
cover.
Oh, anything
Just rolls over.
And Berto was done there. How the hell do you pull this out?
Look at the height.
Being on the receiving end of such a beating. And these two are just slugging it out now. Oh my God.
Oh, caught him.
Whoever expected that?
No one on planet Earth did.
Berto now gets him up top.
Fireman's carry. Oh, my Lord.
Delivers big time for the win.
Woo, that was close.
Four reversals.
What was that?
From man to man, but Berto coming
That
up
was
trumps in the end
insane.
with that sit-out powerbomb, and once again, Rey Fenix is equal to it, refusing to go down in this one.
Second time he's been able to deliver on it, but Fenix has found a way to survive. The celebrated luchador, his second match in WWE, and Berto.
Oh, Berto got clipped there.
Well, a moonsault attempt. It just took a beat too long. Impressive athleticism from Berto. But Rey Fenix with the perfect timing to get those boots up. And Berto's done here.
Goodbye, amigos kick.
Oh, wow. Lit him up with that one.
Well, it's timing and precision, and Berto just has no answer. And this is.
Oh, Fenix has him. Fenix has him.
MMB.
MMB. Mexican Muscle Buster.
Really good stuff. Really good stuff, Rey Fenix and Berto there. That was a lot of fun. Rey Fenix so happy he's hugging the referee.
How can you not love what gets delivered every time out from Rey Fenix?
Well, there's been surprises week by week. And this is another good play, amigo. Is that what he calls it?
Yeah.
I love it. Connected perfectly. And that precision strike to the jaw, followed by this, the Mexican muscle buster. The flight of the Phoenix continues here.
That's really good. Really good stuff.
How does he gain speed running down the top rope as Santos Escobar comes in to check on Berto?
I think Berto and Rey Fenix got the same tattoo, just in different places. He's gonna drop Berto. He's gonna drop.
Prove it if you're gonna say that about Rey Fenix. And look at the respect that Santos has for Rey Fenix.
Berto, this is what you need to be like. This kind of competitor. Santos Escobar is a man of class
Santos
and style.
making Berto shake Rey Fenix's
But
hand.
ultimately, he has been blown away like the rest of us by the arrival and performances of Rey Fenix.
Comes out to shake his hand. But this high flying, this explosive, the intensity, the agility. If you want offense and you want it in dynamic form, this is how you get it. Just watch Rey Fenix.
We have now seen back-to-back jaw-dropping performances from the newest face on Friday Night SmackDown, Rey Fenix. Well, from the newest face to an unexpected face here tonight, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne, what brings you to SmackDown?
Well, since Ava doesn't want to give me an answer on Stand and Deliver, I decided to take matters into my own hands and speak to Nick Aldis because as the runner-up of this year's Women's Royal Rumble, I would gladly compete for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania because, Byron, I'm a professional. At 23 years old, the prodigy is ready to steal the show because clearly Tiffany Stratton just can't handle the pressure.
Are you seriously talking about me, Roxanne? You should be the last person talking about me. You know, the way that I see it is you could learn a little something from me.
What could I possibly learn from you, Tiffany? How to put on a fake little helpless Tiffy act? I saw through you, and I'm so glad you finally showed your true colors. I just hope it doesn't cost you your WrestleMania match.
At least I'm not the one coming to SmackDown begging for a match.
Look, Tiffany,
Really?
I would gladly watch
Really?
Charlotte rip your
Ladies.
Barbie head off, but I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity when I see
Come
one.
on. Oh, you want to face me? Okay. I'll give you the spotlight you so desperately need. Tonight. Right, Nick?
Okay. It's been a day. I'll think about it. In the meantime,
It's
cool
been
off.
a day, he says.
Well, that got real interesting, didn't it? Still to come, all the aftermath from the favor. We'll take a look back. at Roman Reigns,
Oh, this
Seth
is going to be
Rollins,
interesting.
and
Is it going to be like a
CM
little
Punk, Paul Heyman's story.
vignette?
That's coming your way.
A little music vignette? All right. Commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Really quickly, just want to let you know, check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast. That is the latest episode. It is myself and my co-host, Shay Hickson, talking about AEW Dynamite. So give it a listen if you like wrestling podcast. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Apple, Spotify. I don't even think Google does podcast anymore, but it's also available on Amazon Music and Audible and Good Pods and iHeartRadio. So definitely check it out. Check out our YouTube channel, by the way, at Ringside Run Pod, youtube.com. And that is where we post up episodes of the podcast, short form content, and you can join the party there. We have over 1,600 subs. 1,600. That's crazy. I don't know why we have that many subs there, but we do, and I appreciate every single one of them. So please go check out the YouTube, youtube.com/at Ringside Run Pod. Please do me that favor, and then when you're there, you can always head over to our TikTok. Listen, everybody loves TikTok. My favorite thing about TikTok is you can go on TikTok and get lost for like 2-3 hours just scrolling through, wasting time, seeing everybody's bullshit. You could also check out highlights of this stream. I always post up on TikTok at least every other day. You get some form of content on TikTok, YouTube, and all of our social media. So please go check me out on TikTok, tiktok.com/@ringside_rundown. Or if you're on the TikTok app, just go to the search bar, search up ringside_rundown, hit that follow button, and we can be friends on TikTok. Oh, my Yankees. Oh, my Yankees. What inning is it? I need glasses, bro. Bottom of the 5th. Yankees down 8-1. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, he's getting a new bat. I was hoping he wasn't out. Supposed to rain tomorrow too. Jeez, Lou, just rain, rain, rain. Not gonna get good weather till next week. Fuck, bro. Goddamn. All right.
Paul Heyman's name is friend. He's a friend. He's above and beyond, before and after everything else. He's always just been a friend to me.
I first met CM Punk when he walked into the doors of OVW in Louisville, Kentucky.
Talk about a young man who has walked in here and made a name for himself. I'm talking about Punk.
He's different. He's unique. He's one of a kind. He's the first CM Punk. It was obvious to me from the first day that I met CM Punk, this was the guy. And once they saw it, the whole game would change.
I present to you CM Punk.
I owe my career to Paul Heyman, 100%. Paul fought for me. He gave me a shot.
Paul, they told you to fire me, and you said no.
CM Punk is WWE Champion! That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. Hey, check your shirt out.
So I'm super fortunate. I get to come to work, and I get to work with one of my best friends.
I think I had that shirt. I don't know where that shirt went, but I'm pretty sure I had
knew
that shirt.
CM Punk was going to be a main eventer. I knew this guy was going to headline SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and Survivor Series and ultimately WrestleMania.
He's never been anything but a brother, a father, a friend to me, a teacher, a mentor. You know, trust me with his kids, invited me into his home countless times.
What a noble, honorable, righteous man he is. I admire him more than I do anybody else in this industry.
When I left here, I was super guarded. It was a rough time for relationships back then, and Paul was kind of no exception.
CM Punk comes back to WWE after 10 years. Welcome back.
I love you too.
I stand before you as the best friend and biggest fan of Chicago's very own CM Punk.
At WrestleMania, this is about loyalty
I will always be loyal.
In my corner.
You are a WrestleMania main eventer.
My best friend.
My best friend in the world.
Paul Heyman.
CM Punk.
Loyalty and best friend, the words that forged the favor, the history of Punk and Heyman and their foundation. And still to come tonight, a look back at how Seth Rollins reacted to Punk and Heyman being reunited.
Guys, I need you to get better. I literally am going out to wrestle right now. I need you out here with me. I can't do it alone.
Oh, hi. It seems like that Garland match was really tough on you girls. No, that means you're gonna have to be a grown-up and do it all on your own. What are you ever going to do? I guess we're just gonna have to see what kind of a champion you really are. Bye!
Hey, you waited too much for this, you guys. Get out here now. I don't care if you're injured. Get out here. I need you ringside, please.
Remember the Secret Hervis, Chelsea's Secret Hervis were in that tough match in the gauntlet. So now a
It's
very
Zelina
confident
Vega.
Zelina Vega. Lined up against the woman she's been targeting.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
Time to show the world what she's capable of. Zelina Vega against Chelsea Green next.
Is that for the belt? They don't tell you if it's for the belt. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back.
What in the hell is wrong with you, Flair? Where have you been? What in the hell are you Flair! Hello? What is wrong with you? Are you on goofball pills or something? What are you talking about? Get your ass in here.
You mad about what I said to Sting?
Do you understand what's going on out there?
Oh, God, where's the love?
No.
I got Sting covered. I own that little punk. I'm 1,501 against him, maybe 1,502. What are the chances of him beating me? Where's the love? Where's the love? Calm down. We're the two greatest wrestlers ever lived.
He should be dead. I stood over him and I crucified him in the center of the ring. He should be dead. Do you understand?
Well, maybe he's a cat with 9 lives, but he ain't got 10. I own Sting. In this business, you got some guys' numbers, and some numbers you got some guys' numbers you don't have. I got Sting's number. You see him out there? He's shaking like a rat.
Shut up, Rick.
He's gone. Nature Boy, I will kick his ass.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look at the sheep. Look at them.
Okay.
Holy shit, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let me tell you
I'll
about the
call you
plan.
on the cell phone. Same
You
number?
you don't want a problem with me, Rick.
No, I don't.
You don't want a problem with me.
I don't.
Because I will never wrestle that man.
I love this business. I just want to have a good time. Please, I love you. Calm down. I love you. I got Sting. Don't worry. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Jesus. Hey, all right, the Hulkamania.
What in the hell is wrong with you,
Hey, what's going on? Jaden, I remember Jaden. This is actually Jaden. Jaden over on the YouTube chat. What's going on, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Just here watching some SmackDown. Coming up on the 3rd hour of SmackDown, we're about to see Chelsea Green take on Zelina Vega. I believe it's a non-title action. I believe that's what it is. We are also 8 days away from WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling show of the year, both night 1 and night 2. Everything's starting to form together in terms of the matches for WrestleMania. So it's pretty good time. Pretty good time. I don't know why it's flashing I'm in ad break. I don't think I'm in ad break. Maybe I am. Maybe I was. I didn't even realize that. Maybe I was. Anyway, we still got Cody Rhodes to show up a little bit later to talk about his match with John Cena at WrestleMania. Should be coming up in a little bit, but like I said, Zelina Vega, Chelsea Green. Also, we're going to see Tiffany Stratton in non-title action against Roxanne Perez from NXT. And then in the main event of tonight's SmackDown, we're going to see Randy Orton team up with LA Knight to take on Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. They kind of teased a Solo Sikoa Randy Orton match, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Why I keep teasing me like that? Just tell me it's Alistair, you sons of bitches. Stop teasing me. I really wish to know if that's Alistair Black or not.
We pledge allegiance to Chelsea. I've got a loud voice, Joe Test. Chelsea Green.
There's no pledging coming from the paired announce booth.
Joe
There's objective broadcasting, but no pledging of anything.
I did notice on social media that Chelsea Green has been smack talking all week, and I will say, in my opinion, it is richly deserved.
She's been all over me, like saying I'm supposed to say nice. Oh, and quick start as she throws the tool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're disrespectful to our United States champion Chelsea Green.
And I gotta think
she
here,
still
Wade,
wants her secret Hervis out there.
Isn't out to support her tonight because remember, they were in that brutal match. Oh, and here's Vega with the roll-up that Chelsea has to think.
Chelsea with a stiff double boot drop kick there.
Here. Well, that has been the problem.
Slides
for
out to the
Zelina
ring.
Vega over the past several weeks, who has been
Runs Zelina Vega into the barricade. I think, honestly, if Chelsea Green just sticks to this game plan, she might be okay. She might not have to worry about Alba Fire and Piper Niven being out there. She can handle it. She's handling it herself on her own.
Don't act so surprised. Chelsea Green is an incredibly astute competitor. Chelsea Green needs protection. Joe Test, go protect Chelsea Green.
They maybe need to add more people. Oh. What happened?
What's this idiot referee doing?
What is going on here?
What is happening?
Call for the bell. Your winner by count out, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, she threw. Hey, listen.
That was you distracted.
No, we didn't distract
Joe
anything.
Test's
She was complaining that her secret Hervis wasn't out here.
Stop.
She threw Vega back into the ring
This
and
idiot
didn't
referee
beat the 10 count.
the match again. Joe Test distracted.
Not at all. It was Chelsea's own complaining.
It was his.
No, she was complaining.
Okay.
You're doing that in all the time.
You need
Not
to
at all.
be a professional.
She can't control her
Okay.
emotions. Threw her back into the ring. Next thing you know, 10 count. Winner. Zelina
Right,
Vega.
sure, whatever. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the ref's count.
Thanks, Joe Test.
Neither was Chelsea Green. She ended up losing this match. Something tells me this had to do with like the scheduling or something.
Angel, I can't say this enough. That is the kind of performance I need in Legado del Fantasma. Berto, I'm gonna beat him. He's a flash in the pan. And what were your words? Oh, yeah, a flying lizard. Your words. All I have to say to you right now is I'm extremely disappointed in you. Angel, let's go find Rey Fenix so I can congratulate him on a job well done.
Better lock it in, Berto. Lock it in, Berto.
Still to come tonight. A week before, Tiffany
Stratton
has a WrestleMania moment. She'll be taking on Roxanne Perez.
Fresh
That
off
is ahead.
emptying the clip on Charlotte.
Not only that, because after
Gonna be
a
taking
major
on
confrontation
Roxanne
at the top of
Perez.
SmackDown, we got a heavyweight tag clash in our main
And then
event.
in the main
and
event, it's LA Knight and Randy Orton. Yeah, taking on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
And the megastar LA Knight. Yeah, that's later tonight on SmackDown.
Oh.
Berto. Good match. Good match. Good match. Berto, I know you lost with Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix is a great wrestler. But you are a great wrestler too. Still work hard. Keep your face up and be proud.
Keep your head up.
Mind your own business.
Well, so much for being a nice guy.
Look what's up next. All the gold and the story to be told.
What is
the
this?
Undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, the one and only Cody Rhodes. He is with us live next.
What do we got here? I better mute this. It's a commercial. Hello. Eric, get it together. I tell you. All right. So, again, we're waiting on Cody Rhodes, who should be coming back after the commercial break. Stoked on that. Ay, 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 ay. Giants got the bases loaded and nobody out. Bases loaded, nobody out. Might need to call the game, though. Look at the weather. It's looking horrible out there. Not looking fun. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on today's stream. Appreciate it very much. You could be doing anything in the world, but you're here watching me watch professional wrestling, so that's pretty cool. I thank you very much for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your Friday. You could be doing anything else, like hanging out with friends, hanging out with loved ones, doing something fun. I'm glancing over because I had the baseball game on at the same time watching the baseball game, but there's a little issue with the weather. It's raining a lot. They're trying to clean it all up. Doesn't matter. The fucking Yankees are losing. Giving me a horrible night. It's not so horrible. I'm here watching the wrestling. Having fun with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out. Shout out to Mike, who was here earlier, saying hello. Shout out to Jaden, who said hello in the YouTube chat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to, you could always check out the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/ringside @ringsiderunpod. The YouTube channel has all of the short form content plus all episodes of the Ringside Rundown podcast. I still have to upload this current episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast, but I will do so. I'll probably start it after the stream's done. I'm watching an alternate view of Tiffany getting dropped by Charlotte Flair. Hey, did you know that Thursday to Sunday next week, they're going to be having WrestleMania After Dark in nightclubs? Imagine that. Professional wrestling takes over nightclubs. Oh, here's Naomi.
There are so many words that describe you, Jade, but there's one word that fits you to the core. It's snake. Had I not pushed you off that ledge and onto that windshield, I know that it would have eventually been me. Once I got you out my way, I took my rightful place as champion. Bianca and I grew an even stronger friendship. Now that you're back, Bianca won't even look at me. But it's okay, because there's no more of this fake loyalty. I'm doing what's best for me, and I'm going to get mine. At WrestleMania, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Naomi's been getting good at these promos.
You thought that you could weather the storm by ducking and dodging me, but now the moment is here. Time has run out. I'm not just angry, I'm pissed. You came at me because you thought you knew what was best for me. You don't. You tried to take me out because of your own insecurities. Let me ask you this. What happens to a star when it starts to fade? They try to steal the shine from someplace else. That is what this is about. The glow is fading. And Naomi, you're trying to stay relevant in any and every way. That is what this all is about. You were jealous that I came in with so much star power, so much aura, so much glow. And this WrestleMania, I'm not a rookie anymore. I'm your biggest threat because a storm is coming.
Good delivery from Jade as well. That's going to be, I honestly think that's going to be a good match. I'm excited, and I'm excited it's a match that doesn't have to have a title involved. It's just two women going at it, doing their thing. That's why I'm excited. It's not a title match. Finally showing that there's other facets of the women's division that they can use and make it great.
For everyone who appreciates the great history of this industry.
Wow, all the titles in the ring.
Spanning the years, the generations of greatness, the straps of leather,
the big
precious
eagle,
metals, fixtures, far
the
more
wing
than just
eagle,
mementos, the different
the
iterations
OG,
of the WWE Championship.
The OG Hogan belt that he wore. And here's Cody Rhodes. Did you know that wrestling has more than one? What do you want to talk about? That's what he's going to say. What do you want to talk about?
You guys have gotten me all flustered. Thank you very much, Seattle. You have always been...
Let's see what he has to say. He's got all the championship belts in the ring with him.
You've always been good to me, whether it's this sold-out arena here tonight or when I did Defy and now being back here again.
Oh, shout out to Defy. Nice. A shout out to Defy Wrestling.
This is the tangible definition of realized potential. It's the denotation of excellence, the metric that stands. This right here simply says you are the best wrestler in the world.
Yep.
And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to carry this and its mighty weight, but it won't always be me. That's what this has become. That's what WrestleMania has turned into. It's not just a match between too many more. It's about our right to keep this at home. It's about the next 20 champions, whether that's Sean's NXT kids watching WrestleMania intently, our ID prospects. Maybe there's a young man in Seattle tonight that wants to grow up and wear this as WWE champion. It's about the next 20 champions. And then there is one man trying to take all that away.
Boo! Boo!
John Cena.
I can't find a proper picture of the Big Eagle belt. Uh-oh, are they saying something not nice?
John Cena has neglected to make Seattle part of his farewell tour.
Wow. Yeah, call out Cena for that.
He has opted to be in Vegas for SmackDown next week. It would be cowardice on my part to rebuttal John's remarks from when we shared the ring in London, but one thing he said that sticks with me, he referred to me and the placement of my tattoo. He said, me having this tattoo makes me a common fan.
Really? Jesus. He called him a mark.
I have this tattoo for the same reason that I wear this suit. It's not because I think I'm somebody. It's because I want to be somebody.
Hey, there we go. I like that. I like that.
Is that somebody who can sell out the world's most famous arena 188 times to the rhythmic chants of his own name? Is that somebody who can sit up each and every night, even with broken ribs, and become WWE's phenom? Is that somebody who can set the world ablaze with Latino heat? Or is that somebody who can carry a company on his back through good times and bad for 10 years, John Cena. John Cena looks at this and considers it a bad
I never
thing.
liked the
don't.
spinner belt. I
see
hated
it
the
as a
spinner belt.
man who is
I
trying
thought it
to
was
break
too
the
gaudy.
wheel, a man who is trying to find himself. Does that sound familiar?
I thought
John,
the spinner
you've
belt
told
was
me
too
that
gaudy.
I don't know who I am, that I don't present myself authentically. Here's what I do know, John. I'm the WWE champion, and you are not.
Ayo.
John is always teaching. John is always preaching. Perhaps this is the one time in my life that I can teach John Cena a lesson I saw my old man struggle with as a career babyface. And it's very simple. John, they are allowed to love somebody else.
Sure. Good point.
Hell, I call myself the captain here, but I'm part of a roster that has CM Punk, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, just to name a few. We make each other better.
Shout out to his co-workers.
I found myself with the unenviable task, but it's in my nature to want this task. That I have to halt history with your record-setting title win so that we can have history here in the first place. John Cena's a man of his word. He said he was leaving. He means it. He says he means to take this with him. He means it. So let me share some honesty with you, John. I'll tell you the same thing that I told Brock, the same thing that I told Roman. I do my best work when I'm backed into a corner. I don't flinch. I fight. I wrestle. That's right, John. The bell is gonna ring.
Damn. On fire.
And when it does, and this is over, I leave you to this ring, John, to have your moment to say goodbye. It would be clever for me to tell John, your time is up, my time is now. But John, you've known your time is up for quite some time, and that's why you did what you did. And one day, my time will be up soon. But until then, this is timeless. And this stays home. This stays with us.
T-Mobile Arena, of course, a week from
T-Mobile
tonight.
Arena
Let's tell you
in
what's
Las
in store
Vegas,
for us.
getting ready for WrestleMania. It should be a big show. John Cena is going to be there next Friday at SmackDown, so there's something to look forward to.
John Cena will be live on SmackDown in Vegas next week.
And of course, it's an annual fixture to kick off the action of WrestleMania weekend, the annual Andre the Giant Memorial.
Oh, wow, they're doing the Andre this year.
Stars of Raw, SmackDown involved. One of the most distinct trophies in all the industry will be awarded.
As we saw a few moments ago, Zelina Vega pulled up a count-out win against Chelsea Green, while next week she's going to team
Six-woman
with
tag.
Chance to
Zelina
take
Vega,
Green
Katie
regime
Carter,
in
and Katana
six-woman
Chance
tag next week
taking on the Chelsea Green regime. Chelsea Green and the Secret Herbis. Also going to see Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. For Dawkins, next week is the final Friday Night SmackDown before WrestleMania, and it's also the night that you defend your titles against the Motor City Machine Guns. How are you both feeling about that showdown?
Street Profits, Motor City, Vegas, WrestleMania weekend. But you know what? We like Motor City. But last week we saw a video on them talking about how they don't care about the gold, they don't care about the chains, don't care about the grills, don't care about the reality shows. But you know what? Quite frankly, you can't care about things that you don't have. You know what else they don't have, Byron? These.
They've been all over the world for 20 years. But save the congratulations for the IWC Glazers, because we run this division.
Hold on, run this division? Y'all running this division straight to the ground. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, they road warriors. Y'all over here gassing them up. You want to talk about a real road warrior? Let's talk about The Miz.
I'm sorry, did someone say a joke?
Because the only joke I see is the SmackDown tag division being headed by you two.
Hey, don't do it.
No. Let me cook. As talented as you two may be, the mere fact that those titles are not on the WrestleMania card is a slap in the face to every superstar that's ever held those titles, including me and my 9 times as a tag team champion. So it's time to put you two on notice, revive the tag team division, and get my 10th title, because I got the hottest young prospect in the game, a true one of one, Carmelo Hayes, and together we are Mello Don't Miz, and we are him.
And we most definitely want the smoke.
Oh. This might be actually pretty good.
Let them breathe, big fella.
It's Tiffy time.
That might actually be pretty good. I might actually enjoy seeing that.
Quite the day for
It's going to be
Tiffy
interesting to see Miz in tag team action. He hasn't done tag team in a while. Now he's kind of latched on to Carmelo Hayes.
Introducing first, from Prior Lake, Minnesota, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton!
Tiffany got jumped earlier outside in the parking lot by Charlotte Flair. Then she got the business ran down on her by NXT's Roxanne Perez. Very interesting. Kind of wondering how that came about. Showing a highlight for the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania. Apparently, all 3 CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns will be in attendance. All 3 men will be in attendance, and so will I. I will be on here during the stream. So hopefully you guys can join me. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. It's kind of up in the air, but I'll let you guys know in the afternoon. If you check out the Discord, make sure you check out the Discord, because that's where I do all the updating all the time. I never miss an update in Discord, whether I'm streaming or not. So make sure you, if you're watching the stream right now, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, if you want to keep updated with the streams and know what's going to happen, you can check us out in Discord, and I'll make sure to let you guys know if I'm going live tomorrow, specifically for AEW Collision. That's what I'll be watching tomorrow, AEW Collision, if I do go live. Which I'm leaning towards I am going to go live, because I want to keep up the momentum of the streams and everything like that, you know. So I want to keep working, you know, because I consider this to be kind of work as much fun as I'm having. I do consider it to be work, so I kind of want to keep that going and keep that momentum going with the work and all of that stuff. But coming up after this commercial break, we will have I even forgot the match that is happening. Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez. Jesus Christ. Had a brain fart moment right there. Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez are going to do battle. I really want to know if there's been any issues internally behind the scenes backstage with the whole Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair situation. I wonder if there's any, I don't want to say blowback, but I want to know if there's been any change to the plans in terms of the match and how to proceed with the match, who got in trouble. I honestly think if Charlotte doesn't show up tonight and interrupt the match, and it's true that she was sent home until next week, I don't know how true that is. That could be just something made up for storyline purposes, but you never know. You never know. Could be a possibility. You just never, ever know. Is my mouse even around? What the hell is going on with my mouse? I don't even see my mouse cursor. Now, what the freak is up with this mouse, man? This mouse drives me crazy. Sometimes it just goes dead. And I have to turn it back on. Talking about the Undertaker One Dead Man show where he talks about stuff. And I bet you tickets are probably expensive as shit. Good luck to anybody that's got the money for that. Here's Roxanne Perez from NXT.
And her opponent,
stoked to see what she's gonna do.
Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez hasn't been in the ring with Tiffany Stratton since the 2024 Royal Rumble. Tiffany eliminated Roxanne that night. Then you fast forward to this year's Royal Rumble, Wade, and it was Roxanne
Perez
who nearly shocked the world, nearly earned a chance to face Tiffany at
two-time
WrestleMania.
NXT Women's Champion.
Performance was the runner-up.
She's going to have her
Charlotte
third
Flair.
career match on WWE SmackDown.
Is heading to WrestleMania.
Did in the Royal Rumble, ended up being the Royal Rumble runner-up.
In putting her name forward as a
Shout out to her.
alternate at WrestleMania. Should a competitor need to be replaced due to their lack of professionalism? I think we know who I may be talking about.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's get into that just for a moment.
They're
because
talking
we brought
about
it
it.
up earlier, and there's no denying. And we acknowledge the viral video from earlier today and the discipline that was put forth to both Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, as Charlotte Flair was asked
Charlotte
to go
Flair
home
was sent
for
home,
her
but not
of the
Tiffany
week.
Stratton.
But we've got a good one right
That tells
in front
you
of us
something.
here with Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, make no mistake, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, multiple-time NXT Women's Champion. Yes, she is currently an NXT superstar. However, it has been clear for a long time now that Roxanne Perez is absolutely ready to mix it up with the best of Raw and SmackDown, as we saw in the Elimination
shoulder block
Chamber. And
from
indeed, the
Tiffany.
Royal Rumble that you mentioned, Joe. Roxanne
Cartwheel,
Perez,
roll
every bit
through.
the equal of our
Matrix,
There's no
evasion.
doubt. See the Matrix type moves from Tiffany Stratton, and now.
Oh,
the power as
nice.
well. But look at
Nice
this.
roll
This is the
up.
skill we talk about when it comes to Perez.
Yeah, there's no fear whatsoever in Perez, too. She'll stand up to anyone bigger and badder than her, and she certainly mixed it up with Tiffany Stratton on numerous occasions during their time together in NXT. So don't expect
Drop
Roxanne
down,
Perez
cartwheel,
to take a
roll
backward
over,
step
and
at all
a
in this
big
one.
slap from Roxanne.
Right hand right across
Ouch.
the face.
Oh,
Stratton
Tiffany
with
answers back
one
with
of
a
her
slap of her own.
And this is
Pulls
Tiffany
the hair
Stratton,
down
who's
to
really started to
Roxanne
come
and then
into
hits
her
her with
own
an arm drag.
confidence-wise over the past several
Second
weeks,
arm
but
drag, not
enforced
too great.
by
Not
Charlotte
great
Flair,
arm
and
drag.
this
She
is
needs to work on the
Tiffany
arm drag.
Stratton saying, no, the
Not too
spotlight
great.
is mine, the championship is mine, pay attention to me.
Big suplex from Tiffany Stratton to Roxanne.
See Roxanne reaching for her lower back. Stomping down on that left leg. WWE Women's Champion.
Now another
Now
suplex.
again, but this time
Goes for the
lateral
cover
press at the
and
hook
only
of the
gets a
leg
2 count.
And a 2 count.
Now, I'll tell you right now, a victory for Perez here tonight would really shake things up ahead of WrestleMania for the, wait a second, for the WWE Women's Champ.
Roxanne Perez trying to
Oh!
hold on.
Well, how
Distracting
smart
the
was that?
referee
By
to
doing it
gouge
to
the
air,
eyes of Tiffany
poking
Stratton
Tiffany Stratton
and
in
then
the
run her
eye.
into the ring post. Kind
The
of
rising
smart.
star showing
Kind
some
of smart.
veteran
Can't hate on
presence
it.
to have to deal with the apron.
Oh,
and
no,
then
I don't
able
like
to take
this move.
advantage against Tiffany Stratton.
Oh!
Stomping down on that left hand,
Yikes.
Roxanne Perez.
No me gusta. Picture in picture, ladies and gentlemen. Roxanne Perez is taking control over this match. She's controlling the pace right now, re-enters the ring, grabs a hold of that arm that she is starting to damage of Tiffany Stratton, drives her down to the canvas again and starts working on that arm. There's a reason she is the prodigy. She knows what the hell she's doing in there. Clubbing away during this commercial break, this picture-in-picture break, controlling the wrist and doing further damage to that arm. Great work from Roxanne, to be honest with you. I think it's smart. Side Russian leg sweep. Rolls over to the pin cover, but only gets a 2 count. Gonna need more than that to keep down the women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne just kind of messing with Tiffany now. I don't think, oh, wrenches on the arm. She's doing a great job of working that arm. Goes for the cover. Yeah, stay on her, Roxanne. That's the smart thing to do, is to stay on her, because you got that arm damaged. It's working out pretty well. I think by now Roxanne should definitely be on the main roster. She's got it all together. She knows how to put together a match on her end. She works well with a lot of different people. And if you put her in a situation where she's going to have to go lengthy, fight from underneath, she can actually get it done. I've seen many, many Roxanne Perez matches, and I've been a fan of a lot, if not each and every one of them. So I definitely think as a fan, she would be ready and can be seen on SmackDown or Raw. Whichever they put, she would excel and do great. She's got Tiffany in like a hammerlock, and then hits her with a Northern Lights almost. Tiffany kicks out of the pin attempt, and Roxanne goes right back to that arm. Again, this is very smart. She goes right back to that arm and starts working that arm, wrenching away. If anything, it's putting her in good graces with Charlotte Flair, because she's softening up Tiffany Stratton for Charlotte Flair. Again, we're only 8 days away from WrestleMania. It's going to be a highly contested match, and I said on the podcast, what I'm looking forward to the most, or what I'm looking for the most when it comes to Tiffany and Charlotte, is if they can develop some sort of chemistry, because we know there's bad blood there. And sometimes when there's bad blood there, there's also ego. And then when you get bad blood and ego, you get people that don't want to work together. Despite this being a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, it's still a dance. It's still your dance partner. And the whole point of professional wrestling is you have to make your dance partner look equally as good. Is Charlotte willing to do that after the things that Tiffany said in that promo where they went off script? It's going to be hard to see.
Here in Seattle, as Tiffany Stratton looks to fight back here against the two-time NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Beautiful back handspring elbow.
The former star gymnast, Tiffany Stratton, telling the crowd here in Seattle, you know what time it is. It is Tiffy time.
Big spine buster.
Like Tiffany
Roxanne kicks out of the spine buster. Wow.
Plucky NXT superstar Roxanne Perez. Tiffany Stratton showing us all why she is the WWE Women's Champion. Able to dig deep, shake off all those injuries and damage sustained thus far, and get back on the attack.
A week away.
Picks her up. Looks like she's going for like a powerbomb attempt. Roxanne fights
Perez,
out of it. Goes
Goes
right back to that arm. Very smart.
Earlier this year,
Tiffany turns it into a roll-up and only gets a 2 count. Roxanne coming off the ropes. Pop up. Oh, another spine buster.
Look at Stratton.
And still a second kick out.
Well, Perez
that
has been
spine buster
to
was
drop
more
some
devastating
heavy
than the
artillery,
previous one.
Crossface that she's become known for in NXT. She did attempt that there with Tiffany Stratton. Stratton was just too strong for it, though.
That is the advantage that she has.
Tiffany coming off the ropes.
Tiffany.
Roxanne moves out of the way. Lift her uppercut. Drives Tiffany down to the canvas.
Simply cannot write off Roxanne Perez.
Steps over the body of Tiffany Stratton.
Explains her level of success in NXT.
He's going to line up that target just the way she wants it. Perez!
She got the knees up. She got the knee up.
Just lying in there.
Beautiful setup to the move.
Roxanne Perez.
Oh, Roxanne knew the prettiest moonsault was coming.
She was thinking about the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead Perez ends up on that top.
Oh, side Russian leg sweep off the second rope.
Tiffany Stratton's in big trouble.
And now Roxanne Perez.
My feet just went dark.
Taking control of things, hooking the leg, looking for the win.
Late kick out there from Tiffany Stratton, who has been really put through the ringer on this one. What an outing thus far from Roxanne. Talking
Take
some
my
smacks to
medicine.
boot. Can she get the dub?
Uh-oh, Roxanne
Back
going
to
for
that
Pop
Pop
Rocks.
Couldn't get that sunset flip powerbomb going. But
Uh-oh.
instead,
Tiffany's
cartwheel,
got that Alabama slam.
is lined
Oh,
up.
Roxanne
Oh, no. Perez
fought out
with
of
a
it.
counter. Tiffany comes right back at her.
Woo.
As they duel with supreme skill here in Seattle on SmackDown. Perez.
Now she's got
There it is, the crossface.
Wrenching on the neck and face of our champ Tiffany Stratton, who is a million miles away from the ropes here, desperately crawling away to try and get some respite.
Tiffany
Perez
getting to the
interlocking
ropes.
those hands and pulling back desperately, and now
Oh,
utilizing
Roxanne
her foot
blocked
to
the
stay
rope.
away from the ropes, and instead it's
Look at the
Stratton
power of
with a
Stratton.
show of power.
Roll through. Fireman's carry, senton.
Tiffy time indeed.
Prettiest moonsault ever. It's academic.
Moonsault ever.
There it is. You get the dub.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton getting the dub.
Answered the call tonight, Wade. The
Stunning performance. Wait a second.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, she didn't go home. Okay.
Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Charlotte
was
Flair
supposed to be sent home after their actions earlier.
Well, we know there was a ton of back
Oh.
last week. Get security down. What the hell are you doing, Charlotte?
Charlotte was sent home,
Clear things up.
clearly
But it is
defying
getting worse by the
orders.
week, and coming over the top of our announce desk. And Flair is on top. And now Flair is trying to make Wade. In the midst of it, trying to control things, rips off his headset. Holding back.
Good on Wade
Flair,
Barrett.
the 14-time world champion who is absolutely enraged.
Good on Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is like, I'm
Wade
not
Barrett
letting
trying
you
to
do
talk
this.
sense into Charlotte Flair and keep them separated from a further attack on
Smart.
Tiffany Stratton. WrestleMania awaits. This thing
Tiffany
has
got
gone
dumped on.
and over beyond Flair and Stratton.
Wow. Charlotte Flair coming in. They sent her home. She says, I'm not going home. I'm going to come in and beat down your women's world champion, Tiffany Stratton. Yay. Anyway. Still got less than a half an hour of SmackDown. Again, the main event tonight is Randy Orton is teaming with LA Knight to take on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. They teased kind of Randy Orton's match at WrestleMania, since he can't have the match with Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens is out with neck surgery, that it's possibly going to be Solo Sikoa, or at least that's what they teased. And everybody was kind of like, I mean, I posted up a poll, and let me see what the results so far of that poll. Okay, so out of the votes that came in for that poll, whether or not people were interested in a Solo Sikoa Randy Orton WrestleMania match, 88% of the votes that came in say pass. So according to the people that follow me on Twitter, they are not too keen on seeing that match again. I wanted it to be Aleister Black, who should be re-debuting with WWE. Probably, I guess. Maybe they're saving him for the night after WrestleMania for a big moment, or the SmackDown after WrestleMania for a big moment. Who knows? I don't know.
What's up, guys?
What's going on? Hey,
I could have dropped my croissant.
it's Bella. Bella, Jesus Christ, go to sleep, Bella. It is late. What are you doing? Bella, you need to get some rest. It's nearly 4 a.m., Bella. What are you doing? Go to sleep. Why are you awake at nearly 4 a.m.? I haven't been awake that late. It's been a couple of months. they used to remind me of when I started streaming once again. Doing all the editing after streams, I would be up at 3, 4 a.m. But now I don't do that anymore because it's not good for you. Bella, go to sleep if you feel dead. Count sheep. Count backwards from 10,000. Do something. Being awake as much as you are at this late at night is not good. Nothing helps. Man, have they ever tried to put you on medication like an Ambien or something like that? Not saying that that's a good idea. Not saying that I would pursue that, but I'm interested in knowing had they ever put you on any sort of sleeping medication? Had a glass of orange juice? Okay. I don't know if that would help you go to sleep. That might get your bladder going. That's me talking like an old man. Never been put on meds? I don't know, man. Have you ever tried melatonin? Melatonin is not necessarily a medication that you have to go to the doctor for. You can get it over the counter. Oh, that's nice. Michelle McCool is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame by her husband, The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels is inducting Triple H. Lex Luger is being inducted by Diamond Dallas Page. And the match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart, that match getting inducted into the Hall of Fame is going to be inducted by CM Punk. Wow. Big for WrestleMania weekend. Very excited. But again, melatonin is something that you should be able to get if you go to like your local pharmacy or like local pharmaceutical store. I don't know what they have in the UK. I don't know what's your version of like a CVS or a Walgreens in the UK, where you pick up your prescriptions, but they also have like vitamins and stuff like that you can get over the counter. See if they have melatonin, and maybe melatonin can help. Melatonin is a vitamin that is in your body already. Yeah, you'll check and see. If you've never used melatonin, maybe it'll help. Again, melatonin is something that your body naturally produces, right? And so getting extra melatonin is just like just getting a boost of the vitamin. Currently broke as fuck. I feel you. I too am currently broke as fuck. I know what it's like to be broke as fuck. It's not fun. But we make do. And I'm glad that you're here, Bella. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate it, even though I worry about you because you should be asleep. You should go night-night. Bella need to go night-night. We only have less than a half an hour of SmackDown left. So, gonna see what's up with the main event. The main event, LA Knight and Randy Orton taking on Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. I will just wanted to pop in and say hi. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. It really means a lot. Announce my amazing presence. Yes, you do have an amazing presence. And again, I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. It makes my day. Really means a lot that you think of me, especially at close to 4 a.m. in the morning. That is insane. I usually don't have anyone thinking about me at close to 4 a.m. Oh, man. They're just recapping what happened on Monday Night Raw between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Now Seth Rollins tells Paul Heyman that he owes him a favor. So everybody gets a favor. CM Punk gets a favor. Seth Rollins gets a favor. Roman Reigns is the tribal chief, so he's already set in stone. Looks like Paul Heyman in the corner of CM Punk. We also have, they already announced it for Saturday, Jade Cargill and Naomi going to be doing battle on Saturday's night for WrestleMania. World Tag Team Championships, The New Day, are going to be taking on the War Raiders. El Gran Americano takes on Rey Mysterio next Saturday for night 1 of WrestleMania. United States Championship LA Knight will be taking on Jacob Fatu next Saturday, night 1 of WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, we just saw both of those ladies duke it out, and Charlotte getting the upper hand. They will do battle next Saturday, night 1 at WrestleMania. And for the World Heavyweight Championship, the ring general Gunther will be defending the title against main event Jey Uso next Saturday. So I guess they're showing off the Saturday matches before they get to the Sunday matches. Starting off, Women's Tag Team Championships, Lyra Valkyria, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, teams up with Bayley to take on champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. We also have a Sin City street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And then a fatal four-way for the Men's Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker defending the title against Finn Balor, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. Also, we'll have AJ Styles taking on Logan Paul, night 2 of WrestleMania. Oh, they called off the game. Damn! Triple threat match, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then for the undisputed WWE Championship champion, Cody Rhodes defends against the 16-time world champion, John Cena. Can John Cena win his 17th world championship? We shall see.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Things have taken a far different turn lately for the Viper. And coming up next, Solo and Tama Tonga. The target for Randy Orton and LA.
I hope that doesn't lead to that Solo Randy Orton match. I don't know, man. I don't know people that would be into it. But you never know. You never know. Anyway, I gotta do me a favor, guys. Hang out really quickly. I'll be back. I gotta use the little boys' room. I'll be back.
What in the hell is wrong with you, Flair? Where have you been? What in the hell are you Flair!
Hello? What is wrong with you?
Are you on goofball pills or something?
What are you talking about?
Get your ass in here.
You mad about what I said to Sting?
Do you understand what's going on out there?
Oh, God, where's the love?
No.
I got Sting covered. I own that little punk. I'm 1,501 against him, maybe 1,502. What are the chances of him beating me? Where's the love? Where's the love? Calm down. We're the two greatest wrestlers ever lived.
He should be dead. I stood over him and I crucified him in the center of the ring. He should be dead. Do you understand?
Well, maybe he's a cat with 9 lives, but he ain't got 10. I own Sting. In this business, you got some guys' numbers, and some numbers you got some guys' numbers you don't have. I got Sting's number. You see him out there? He's shaking like a rat.
Shut up, Rick.
He's gone. Nature Boy, I will kick his ass.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look at the sheep. Look at them.
Okay.
Holy shit, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let me tell you
I'll
about the
call you on
plan.
the cell phone. Same number?
You don't want a problem with me, Rick.
No, I don't.
You don't want a problem with me.
I don't.
Because I will never wrestle that man.
I love this business. I just want to have a good time. Please, I love you. Calm down. I love you. I got Sting. Don't worry. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Jesus. Hey, all right, the Hulkamania.
What in the hell is wrong with you, Flair? Where have you been? What in the hell are you doing? Flair!
Hello? What is wrong with you?
Are you on goofball pills or something?
What are you talking about?
Get your ass in here.
You mad about what I said to Sting?
Do you understand what's going on out there?
Oh, God, where's the love?
No.
I got Sting covered. I own that little punk. I'm 1,501 against him, maybe 1,502. What are the chances of him beating me? Where's the love? Where's the love? Calm down. We're the two greatest wrestlers ever lived.
He should be dead. I stood over him and I crucified him in the center of the ring. He should be dead. Do you understand?
Well, maybe he's a cat with 9 lives, but he ain't got 10. I own Sting. In this business, you got some guys' numbers, and some guys' numbers you don't have. I got Sting's number. You see him out there? He's shaking like a rat.
Shut up, Rick.
He's gone. Nature Boy, I will kick his ass.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look at the sheep. Look at them.
Okay.
Holy shit, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let me tell you
I'll
about the
call
plan.
you on the cell phone. Same number?
You don't want a problem with me, Rick.
No, I don't.
You don't want a problem with me. Because I will never wrestle that man.
I love this business. I just want to have a good time. Please, I love you. Calm down. I love you. I got Sting. Don't worry. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Jesus. Hey, all right, the Hulkamania.
What in the hell is wrong with you, Flair? Where have you been? What in the hell are you doing? Flair?
Okie dokie. Back. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for sticking through the ads. If you stuck through the ads, I appreciate it. Back to the action. With LA Knight coming out to the ring. He is teaming up with Randy Orton. And they're going to be taking on Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. So, that should be good stuff.
He is the United States Champion.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Wade, I feel like there's been so much packed onto the plate of LA Knight recently with match after match, having just won the U.S. Championship back. But what lies ahead will be his biggest challenge. He's met a prime, violent, angry Jacob Fatu next week. Fatu, of course, winning the last man standing to earn that shot at LA's championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and as we just learned, that will take place on WrestleMania Saturday. Of course, we know a frenzy of energy takes over every arena and stadium. When the megastar walks out, he's going to need all of that energy.
I wonder how Randy Orton and LA Knight are going to work together as a tag team.
Jacob Fatu.
Probably not as well oiled as Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa would. Where's Jacob? No Jacob. What's up with that?
And their opponent.
Where's Jacob?
With a combined weight of 470 pounds. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
Of course, we see a lot of Solo Sikoa week after week, but this will actually be his first official match over the course of a month.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga. It was a 6-man tag team. LA Knight was on the other side, the winning side, the last time we saw him in an official match.
It's pretty unusual seeing these two as a two-piece without Jacob Fatu in tow. There have been tensions between Solo and Fatu, especially of late. Solo, the former tribal chief, looking to get back on track. He spoke the right words earlier about supporting Fatu in his quest to become United States champ at WrestleMania. Well, this is a business. Take a chunk out of LA Knight this evening, and Fatu, I'm sure, will warm to Sikoa once again.
As soon as LA
Tama
Knight
Tonga
turned
jumped
to give
on
a little bit of attention
LA
to
Knight
Solo Sikoa,
to start off the
was
match.
quick to attack.
He's got him in the corner.
That's really been the modus operandum of this unit from day one. And Tama Tonga, he is the least hyped member of that trio, and that is unfair. He's consistently demonstrated how devastatingly effective he is in that ring.
He has. He is quick. He is explosive. He has a good offensive arsenal himself. Of course, he's always around two powerhouses in Solo Sikoa and Fatu.
That's part of Tonga's problem. He's at times the most soldier-like of the trio. He'll effectively
LA Knight
follow
fighting
orders
out
from
of the
Solo
opposition
Sikoa.
corner. Solo Sikoa gets dumped to the outside. He's got to get a tag to Randy Orton, but Solo Sikoa is in there, and he does. He gets the tag off to Solo Sikoa. Potentially Randy Orton's WrestleMania opponent, replacing Kevin Owens, who needs to have neck surgery. Unfortunately, once again, shout out to Kevin Owens. Hopefully he has a quick recovery.
Power slam.
Everybody getting a power slam.
And there's a taste of what we may have seen at WrestleMania before the Vipers' plans
Hey,
got derailed.
Lining up the draping DDT.
Leroy. Cut it out.
Randy Orton looking to finish this one off in double quick time.
I mean, he has come out explosive.
My God, he's already ready to hit the RKO.
What a disaster for Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Wait a second.
Oh, but instead of an RKO, we got a Samoan drop.
Right into the Samoan drop.
And then Tonga just sends LA Knight flying. Good stuff here in Seattle.
We're in picture, ladies and gentlemen, so this gives me an opportunity to do my horrible job at doing color commentary. Right now, Tama Tonga taking it to Randy Orton on the outside, leaving him laying. Solo Sikoa gives the tag off to Tama Tonga, who continues his attack on Randy Orton on the outside. He rolls Randy Orton back into the ring. Comes off the ropes with a sliding lariat. Goes for the cover. And Randy Orton kicks out at 2. Not letting Tama Tonga get the pin off. So drags him back to the opposition corner. Solo Sikoa tags himself in. And both are working together to neutralize Randy Orton. Oh, shit, he just booted him in the face. Holy hell. Just booted him in the face, real wild like. That was crazy. Solo Sikoa in there with Randy Orton, taking it to Randy Orton. Again, there's a possibility that this could be the WrestleMania match that replaces Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. It could be Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa. People are not really excited about that. I can kind of sense that. I think people wanted something a little bit more surprising. Some reason WWE decides to go to safe bet. Why would you headbutt a Samoan? Never headbutt a Samoan. It never works out. You don't headbutt a Samoan. It's just a bad idea. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga doing a great job. Yeah. Doing a great job as a tag team. Taking it to Randy Orton right now. Keeping him away from LA Knight. Depleting his gas tank. Keeping him in the corner. They're working like a real tag team. Frequent tags. Once again, guys, just want to say thank you for joining me on tonight's stream. I really appreciate it. I'm going to say it in a couple minutes anyway, once SmackDown is over. I just want to get it out of the way, to eat up some time, and say thank you for joining me on tonight's stream. You could be doing anything. You could be hanging out with friends, hanging out with loved ones, but you're here watching me watch professional wrestling. So thank you very much, and I appreciate all of your support. Randy Orton trying to get to LA Knight, but Solo Sikoa is not letting it happen. Just inches, maybe a foot away as we head back to the action.
Last SmackDown on our road to WrestleMania before we arrive in Vegas. Randy
They're literal inches away. Oh,
LA Knight, but
pops him in the head.
Getting the best of them. Remember how the night started, Wade, when Randy Orton was out to discuss in front of this big crowd here in Seattle that his 20th WrestleMania is coming up. He wants to take part. Of course, the injury to Kevin Owens altered those plans, and then Solo Sikoa.
And the thing is, like, Randy Orton doesn't know, like,
and his claim to go out and win the US
how many more
Championship.
WrestleManias he has in him, you know?
LA Knight said, let's go, and that is how we arrive.
He might not have many more, so to be 20 WrestleManias deep, that's
not often a man of
special.
many words, but certainly highly eloquent with those fists, and indeed that head of his slowly destroying the body of the Viper, Randy Orton.
LA Knight 8 days away from what'll be the big battle, the United States Championship defense.
Randy Orton,
against Jacob Fatu.
literally like a foot away from LA Knight. All he's got to do is get that tag, and he can get some rest.
Tag just inches away for the Viper, but must feel like a million miles when you've got the arms of Solo Sikoa caught around your neck.
Back
but we got
suplex.
daylight for the Viper.
And that power,
Breaks the hold,
and that
but
strength and that
Randy
explosiveness
Orton
of the Viper.
been in there for a long time.
Man who's defined an
Getting
entire
worked over.
era in WWE, flat on his back now, desperate for this tag. And if the megastar gets into this one, the place is going to come unglued.
There's the megastar.
There's the tag to LA Knight, who just wipes out Tama Tonga with a clothesline and then a back elbow. Side Russian leg sweep.
Got those loins tingling in Seattle.
He's on fire right now.
An overdose of Kavorka here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Got him right where he wants him, the running knee.
But Solo's in there. Oh, he sidestepped Solo. Nice neck breaker.
A little sixth sense there as LA Knight
Picks him up. Scoop power slam.
What do the people want? Yeah!
Boom.
Drop for the win. And coming in and making the save is Solo Sikoa.
Late breakup there, but
and a Samoan spike.
The Samoan spike
is delivered.
Right to the thorax of the megastar.
Big uppercut from Orton. Tama Tonga's gonna mess with the
Tama Tonga caught the RKO.
Find out. RKO. As Solo drives Randy out of the ring.
Well, Randy Orton is certainly not the legal man in this one. Neither is Solo Sikoa. Those two look like they're done with the in-ring portion of this match.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Solo Sikoa, that's definitely going to be a WrestleMania match. You can tell. I mean, I get it because, I mean, Solo Sikoa did a lot of work over the summer, you know, with the whole tribal chief stuff and with Roman, and they really elevated Solo, but I don't know if they had a plan for him afterwards. BFT to Tama Tonga. And there it is. LA Knight and Randy Orton pick up the win as a tag team. Even though Randy Orton's gone, Randy Orton left. There's Jacob Fatu.
No, look who's arrived.
Bow. Right in the face.
Fatu. A running senton and the beatdown has begun. The sneak attack on the guy he's going to meet up with in
Big
Vegas
attack from Jacob Fatu. Rapid headbutts to the skull of LA Knight.
Saturday, now is your chance to feast Jacob Fatu. Make that job at WrestleMania, that pathway to the United States title that much easier.
Oh,
the hip
Jesus.
attack from Fatu. And when you see that, you know he's feeling it. The United States champion, who just picked up his belt to celebrate A hard
double jump moonsault. Oh.
Moonsault delivered.
It might be Jacob's time come
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Because Randy Orton, his tag partner this evening, is otherwise engaged in a vicious brawl with Solo Sikoa.
Picks up the belt, throws it down. He wants more. Again,
another double jump
with the
moonsault.
Jump up moonsault.
Not looking good for LA Knight at WrestleMania.
For LA Knight.
Next weekend in Vegas, it's the moment of truth for LA Knight. Fatu's never even competed for a WWE singles title. Now, he appears as an unrelenting, destructive force. Fatu, LA Knight at WrestleMania 41. The next time we say hello, it's from the Showcase of the Immortals in Vegas. We'll see you there.
All right. There it is. SmackDown ends with Jacob Fatu going back for another moonsault. Oh, it hasn't even gone dark yet. He just said, let me go for another moonsault. Wow. What that was crazy. Oh, man. So, just looking here to see who I can raid you guys out to. See if there's anybody new to raid you guys out to. I don't want to keep sending you all to the same individuals. Let's go with a lot of people streaming tonight. Let's go Mountain Lax. He's playing some Red Dead Redemption. So I think I'm going to send you guys over to him. All right. Gonna change the screens real quick. All right. So I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight and watching SmackDown. Really, really appreciate the love and the support. Shout out to Bella and Mike who came to hang out for me for a little bit. Shout out to Jaden Smith that said hello in the YouTube chat. I appreciate all of the love and I thank you guys very much for hanging out. I will see you guys. Make sure you pay attention to the Discord to find out when I'm streaming again. I could be streaming tomorrow. It's not definite, but I might be. Here's the Discord link if you need it one more time to check me out and know. That's where I keep it updated to let you know if I'm streaming. But again, check that out and you'll know if I'm streaming. But again, thank you for watching SmackDown with me, guys. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Take care.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Ringside Rundown. Welcome in, welcome in.